Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking. You know, young rich niggas. You know, so we ain't really with the ruler, diamond cooler.
Good evening and welcome to the Good Faith Podcast, where we maneuver around toxic debauchery in an attempt to unpack degeneracy with our fellow man and find harmony. And if it's pre-apocalyptic dystopia that you seek, then look no further, because here it is. I'm your host, Ninja Bullock. We understand you could have been a million other places, and that time is the most precious commodity. So from the bottom of our heart, we'd like to share our gratitude with all of you. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Due to the sensitive nature of some of our topics, we hope you will shield youngins from some of the vulgarity that may be spewed here. It must be noted that the views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of the Good Faith Podcast, and we're not liable for any results incurred by the utilization of our advice, nor are we a fiduciary and assume no culpability of investment performance as a result of following our financial advice. Our simple aim is to entertain and inform. Anybody living in the greater Philadelphia area interested in making an appearance on our show can reach me in a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Christopher Bulick. See our Patreon link in the description if you'd like to make a campaign contribution to facilitate our meteoric rise. As a candidate of the people, I solemnly swear I won't misappropriate the funds. I won't spend them at Myrtle Beach golf courses. I won't gas up a corporate jet to fly to Tulum. I won't fund arms dealers in the Middle East with Stinger missiles and Harrier jets. I won't buy a bunch of stupid shit. Oops.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh, I like money.
In all seriousness, times are tough, and any proceeds we receive will be going towards avoiding eviction, keeping the lights on, medicating Clark with all of his health concerns, and feeding our gracious guest. Once again, if you feel that you've been given value by us, it takes a little extra effort to like and subscribe. This is your notification that the Good Faith Podcast is now available on not only YouTube, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and RSS.com. We'll keep pushing out these episodes so long as our following stays growing. Here's a special shout out to our faraway friends in Christchurch, Zambia, Nigeria, Finland, San Diego, San Jose, San Francisco, Portland, Cheyenne, Nebraska, Salt Lake City, Denver, Chattanooga, Birmingham, Atlanta, Lexington, Kansas City, St. Paul, St. Louis, Detroit, Nashville, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, South Bend, Richmond, DC, Vancouver, Edmonton, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Calgary, Harrisburg, Albany, and New York City. You guys fill my heart with joy every time I see y'all pop up on the map. If you'd be so kind, chat while we're live. Let us know where you're living, and we'll try and target your demographic with content specific to you. Are you able to give like I think the chat should be working right now. Guys, if you're watching, If you're watching, give us a chat. Let us know that you can hear us, because, you know, I'm working with some new software. So, you know, it's a little bit difficult to navigate. I just want to make sure that we sound good. You know, I applied some new filters, got a new camera. Now we're streaming through OBS because it gives us the ability to have a dual camera setup. And it, you know, it gives us this little watermark that's up there on your screen. It's got our logo in the, you know, and we got, so, you know, like, let me know guys, if you are able to hear us good. I know we had some technical difficulties last episode, and I'm ashamed of the product that we put out there last episode. It was I re-listened to it. It was fucking god awful. The path to notoriety will be for us not to put out god-awful content, and for the technical difficulties to be at a minimum.
But we can definitely hear.
Okay. All right, the path to notoriety will be for our listeners to spread the good word of the pod. If you have somebody in mind who would agree with our content, may be informed, or even if you want to ridicule us, send a link to your friends and family. All publicity is good publicity. Our objective is to have balance between the red and the blue. So if you have somebody in mind who would enjoy listening to pods, please spread our channel. If you're interested in joining our movement, we represent #YuriUbiamu. It's okay to show love and tolerance to anybody with an aligned opinion. Feel free to disrespect anybody whose opinion doesn't mirror yours, and to treat them with bratty toxicity. After all, respect is only earned by somebody with an identical belief system as your own. #YuriUbiamu. All right, so I was just talking with my mom, and she
Bringing it up.
well, she brought up January 10th. Have you ever heard of this holiday?
Okay, like, what January?
January 10th is National Quitters Day. So it's when everybody gives up on and abandons their because I guess like most people are
10 days and they're out.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I don't want us to be quitters. I don't want any of our audience to be quitters.
I'm not a quitter, I didn't start.
Well, I want to start though. I want to be the first step to getting ahead is to get started. So I want to be that. Okay, here we go. I accidentally titled this episode number 16. It's actually episode number 15, but I mean we haven't. What? Yeah, I believe so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Not the last one.
Maybe wait a minute. No, actually, I did the right thing. I labeled it correctly.
Yeah.
All right. So, new year, new goals. If you don't have goals, let's make them right now.
You telling me to make goals?
I mean, if you don't have goals, then make them.
I mean, not like really strong, like concrete goals. I guess like the only goals I have are to compatible, live on.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of like wants and needs.
All right. So, if you want, you want to find a compatible girlfriend. That's a good, admirable goal. We need to. I mean, I don't think you're a big believer in the law of attraction, are you? Or like the law of manifestation?
Oh, like just thinking.
Yeah, like I think it gets like a bad rap from all angles, except for the people who like believe it and practice it. Like
I don't think it's like a bad thing or anything.
I think a lot of people think it's just like this dogma or like hocus pocus mumbo jumbo, and
I mean, it's like what mind over matter type of thing.
Yeah,
So I don't agree that like just thinking it will make it happen.
Yeah.
You obviously have to put effort into it.
Yeah.
Which is what I think the belief is kind of thought of, is that like, oh, I just think it and it'll happen. And that can be a little dangerous because people are just gonna like be lazier, not actually put in the effort for it. But you should, like, when you're putting in effort, you should also be thinking, yes, I can do this and I can happen. So like I believe in it in that way, but I don't just believe like, oh, I think it so it'll happen.
See, the way that I approach it is kind of like I start at the destination and work my way backwards. Sure, yeah, like and yeah, like you start at the destination and you follow, you work your way back towards where you are and
what like puts steps that you need to
action steps, yeah, and and just kind of like fill in the blanks instead of just having this like insurmountable mountain that you're just trying to climb continuously.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah, so where do you go to find our live videos? What the fuck? Because
does it not go for you?
Well, like I am I don't you cannot sub to your own channel,
really?
so I don't know how to. Oh wait,
I mean, you could just
I could just go to the playlist and that's how I get it. Okay, so
I was gonna say you just go to your own channel.
So I would say my New Year's goals are to become a consistently profitable swing trader, and I kind of fumbled the bag today. Like last episode.
What do you mean by swing trade?
Meaning, like I don't hold on to an asset for like forever, like I have been doing. That's like
Do you
value
change your
investing.
mind because of the capital tax being 0% after a year if you're not above a certain amount?
Well, no, I'm gonna do this in my Roth, so I don't have to worry about any taxes at all. But I had a conversation with my client's mom, and she basically said, like, you're never gonna get filthy rich doing what you're doing. And she's kind of right.
Rich, yeah. You're
But
probably not because you need to already have, like, if you're going to just keep money forever in something, you have to have a lot
said,
of
there she is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi.
Found you.
I was about to send it to you.
But yeah, to get filthy rich, you would already have to be rich if you're gonna do it your way.
Yeah.
But it's still like incredibly hard to get filthy rich doing swing trading as well.
Yeah.
Bullet said, hold on, I can't hear ya yet.
What the fuck? Wait a minute.
It was working for me.
Fuck. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I can hear.
Okay. All right. I think the sound's okay. Yeah, it sounds pretty good to me. So,
Turn your volume up.
yeah, turn your volume up. What are you doing over here? Holy cannoli.
Erroneous. Erroneous.
Our sound is fine. So, yeah, like it's gonna be difficult to become filthy rich. If it were easy to be filthy rich, everyone would be filthy rich, and then it would lose all of its value.
Filthy rich.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but my plan is, and I discussed it on the episode last week, or maybe I discussed it in my most recent article that I published. My plan is to buy an asset in the Roth, and then it would be nice. Obviously, this is ideal. It's not always going to happen like this. There's going to be, adversity. There's going to be failures and stuff like that. But the plan is that the stock
Suitor
that
2013 said, you have sound, no worry. Kelly Bullock
Nice.
said, sound and lighting looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys like my new setup? I got these brand new soft boxes, which is like a photography thing. I didn't install them because I don't even think it's really necessary. Like I think they're like down on the kitchen table. I didn't.
I mean, like, what are they?
It's like, you know how like photographers have those like boxes, but it's like, I guess it's got like a white fabric over the light, so it doesn't like put a glare on your face. It just kind of illuminates you, I suppose. I don't know.
Sounds cool.
It's something that Nasty told me to get, and I got it. But I'm not even like, we got a lot of light in
Is
here.
it because you got this now?
Yeah, and also this is a new camera, so like our lighting was really good last episode, but the sound was really trash. So hopefully like everything's
I remember
better.
This area being lit so much.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys like my my new font. I think I'm really proud of it.
Pops.
Yeah, it does. But all right, so what were we talking about? Oh, so
You're wrong.
so hopefully I'm going to buy an asset, and after I'm going to buy like 100 shares of an asset, and hopefully after 30 days or
Should
less.
be 100 because like some are just gonna be varying in prices. So not different.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna I put parameters on it. I'm gonna ideally I'm gonna buy shares that are less than $70 a share.
Okay, so I was gonna say,
Kelly
like, what
Bullock
code,
said,
but then,
Cheney
like,
moved the
why?
black thing in front of you.
That's the microphone.
Oh, I was saying Chernie.
Yeah. Are you able to just talk in this one? I wonder. But see, this is gonna fuck up. Yeah. Or maybe like, can you just like move it? Yeah, you could like be forceful with the arm and like you gotta push it up, extend it all the way up, like straight. See, this is.
Kelly Bullock said, Ivan to his right.
It's 1 sec. Oops.
Probably like this.
Yeah, there you go. And then like kind of move it. Yeah, and then move it like this. And that is that better? How does that look?
You're talking to the
Is
camera.
Is that better? That
Yeah,
that
you
looks
can see
better. I
my
think.
face better.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I'm gonna buy 100 shares of something that costs at first less than $70 a share.
McDonald's or Microsoft. Right?
No, yeah, I'm gonna buy like cheapies that are like $70 a share or less, because what you said was probably gonna happen did
Kelly
happen.
Bullock
And
said, nice butt, Chris. Kelly Bullock
Nice
said, perfect.
you're checking out your son's butt, you weirdo.
Oh my God.
But yeah, they made the contribution limit 7,000, which is the same as it was last year, I believe. So you're
I thought we were at 75.
no,
It was 7,000. Okay.
yeah. So it stayed the exact same.
It doesn't go up every year.
Yeah, exactly.
It
But
just has recently.
so I'm gonna buy 100 shares of something that's $70 or less, and hopefully within 30 days or less, it will raise by $2 to $4, and then I'll sell it. But so my initial plan was I'm gonna do this with Altria.
Well, aren't they expensive?
No, 50.
Oh no, Altria is the wait. Philip Morris is it? Or no?
Yeah, Philip Morris is like 100, and now it's like 120. Altria is 52. Well, Altria began the day at $52. Now it's $53. And I didn't like. I was like being like. I was like
Didn't,
dragging my
everything
feet.
go up today?
Yeah, but like I could have gotten like halfway towards my goal in one day if I like just wasn't a pussy about it. But I was like, oh, I hope it's gonna come down, Rick. Like,
Come on, Morty, you gotta be more aggressive.
yeah, like that was me though today. Like I was like, oh, I don't know, Rick. Like it just seems a little pricey. I don't want to buy it, and then it goes down.
So what? You watch let it go up, and then you don't even buy it.
Yeah, I guess I got to get my shit together, Rick.
Shit together, Morty.
I should have just been like. I should have got in, and I did in my SoFi account buy 9 shares of IBM.
Okay.
So I made like I don't know $16 today, but I could have made $100. I could have made $116 today if I would have just like fucking gotten my balls and not been a bitch. So, all right, you got a goal. Now you need a role model. Make a role model.
How do I make a role model?
Like, just think of somebody who you admire for any reason, and
Sober.
how come?
He's some goat.
Okay.
Dude, he's literally carrying this team to actually having a slight chance at a playoff spot, despite the defense being terrible, the kicking being worse than ever, and it's kind of just been him carrying this offense. He should literally actually be the MVP, because we would probably be 1-15 right now without him.
Wait, so what needs to happen? Do you guys control your own destiny yet? What needs to happen?
We need to win tomorrow against the Steelers. We need the Broncos to lose to the Chiefs backups.
Kelly Bullock said, watch those short-term gains, Chris.
No, I'm doing it in my Raw, so I don't got to worry about shit. I got it all figured out. I just need to nut up and make a move.
And then, so we need the Broncos to lose to the Chiefs backups, and we need the Dolphins to lose some crappy team.
Okay. Okay, so
we're probably not going to make the playoffs.
Gotcha.
But there's a slight chance.
They need some help.
And if we do, then yeah.
Well, I'm rooting for you. I mean, and that would mean the Broncos miss the playoffs. That would be unfortunate because they're having like a.
They're like an okay team. They're not really
Yeah.
good.
Peter was like, I'm taking Broncos to the Super Bowl. Bo Nick's gonna lead them there. I'm like,
Bo Nick's
stop.
not gonna. The AFC is crowded
Kelly
as
Bullock
fuck.
said, cool, you have a Roth.
You have
Yeah.
you have the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs. Like, no way they're making out.
Yeah.
And then the Texans still are pretty good. They've looked kind of bad too this year, but I feel like Stroud's better than their team overall.
Maybe
The Broncos defense they're probably like the best defense right
at this point in their careers, Stroud's better than Knicks, but I think Knicks is going to be. I think Knicks will be better.
I like Knicks, but I don't think they'll ever be better than.
All right.
Kelly Bullock said, Greg says I would hate to play the Bungles now.
The Bungles.
Yeah, I mean,
They're hot.
Yeah, I mean, you Ravens got kind of lucky both times that you played the Bengals.
A lot of them.
Yeah, like
I think it's 7 games were by 1 score or less. And like 3 or 4 of them were by less than 3, or 3 or less.
all right. So Joe Burrow's your role model. My role model will be I've said Warren Buffett a million times. My role model is gonna be the late great Kevin Samuels, because I think he did a very entertaining YouTube podcast for many years. He never like pulled punches. He never tried to be something that he was not in order to attract a larger audience. And
I feel like if you lose.
that's what I'm saying. I hope to be like that, like I hope to attract an audience making content that I enjoy, because if I don't enjoy it, I'm just going to shut this shit down. You know what I mean? So, and speaking of Kevin Samuels, one thing that he always said, he always treated his audience like an audience, and he was the performer. And if he didn't have enough likes, he'd be like, I need about 1,000 likes right now. I'm gonna shut this shit down. So if you guys are in here and you're watching, thumbs up that shit, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, which I'm pretty sure everybody has, subscribe. If you've already subscribed and you've already thumbs upped it, think about subscribing to the Patreon, where we are always trying to increase the value that we offer to our subscribers. And if you already are subscribed to the Patreon, but you're not reading the articles that I'm posting every week, do that. Because I'm trying to become a budding journalist, and increase my skills. And
So
yeah.
if you don't get 10 likes, are you gonna shut this shit down?
I mean, nah. But I'm gonna. Who knows what I'll do? I can't be held
I'm a
liable.
wild and crazy guy.
I'm a wild card. Who knows what I'll do? All right. And if you don't have a same-sex best friend, make one right now.
Okay.
Who is it?
I like that.
Okay.
Maybe Jason. Probably.
Okay. And I guess I have many, I have you, I have Peanut, I have Rye, I have, Sheer. I don't talk to Sheer as much as I'd like to, but, yeah. All right, now I want to do this exercise, which I think this will bring us closer, and we can.
Ryan McMullen
Oh, there
said,
it is.
You named me third wow.
No, I didn't. I named you. Oh wait, what? Because I said Chernie, Peanut, and Rye. But all right,
in order.
my favorite number is 3. So
I'm just here. That's why. You
yeah, exactly. Chernie knows. You don't. Right, you should.
This is why I'm first.
Right, you should debut your alter ego, Sofonda Cox.
Why is that your favorite?
It's such a fun.
It's not original anymore because you said it so many times.
I love the name Sofonda Cox. All right, so we're gonna build our Mount Rushmores and
What?
of many different things. So I want to know who's your Mount Rushmore of basketball players.
Oh, sports wise?
Well, it's gonna be a lot of different topics.
Will Chamberlain.
Okay, you got Wilt.
Mm-hmm. How am I doing for?
Yeah,
Okay.
like Mount Rushmore.
Well, Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. There's like a lot of good fourth options.
Safonda Cox said, Safonda here.
Let's go.
I guess Kareem.
So funny. I love right. You already were, but you just became my number one best friend for that. I mean, you already were. You know that, but now whenever I mention my best friends, I'll mention you first, if that makes you feel better. Who was your fourth?
I'll say Kareem, but honorable mentions to Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird.
All right, so I'm gonna go MJ, Kobe. Huh. This is kind of tough. There's so many amazing basketball players.
And also, you can put Duncan and Dirk as like.
Ooh, I think I might put Duncan on mine. Yeah, I'll put Duncan and
Safonda Cox said, what's the question?
Build your Mount Rushmore. So my Mount Rushmore of basketball players is MJ, Kobe, Duncan, and I kind of want to put Steph just because like Steph changed the game. Steph changed the game in like a way that maybe no other player has for a long time. Like, yeah, like MJ kind of did too. So yeah, so I'll put Steph.
Yeah, so much hate on LeBron.
I don't hate on him. I honestly like I feel like I've come to respect LeBron more than like any of our friends. Like I feel like a lot of our generation kind of like hates LeBron.
Because they hate who's great.
I don't like.
Safonda Cox
Except for
said,
Michael Jordan.
AIMJ Kobe Kareem.
AIMJ Kobe Kareem.
AI is good. I wouldn't put him on the top.
Yeah, I just for all the reasons that I love Kobe are reasons that I don't love AI. No, like because Kobe put his like blood, sweat, and tears into the basketball, and AI didn't. And like, I mean,
what do you mean you did?
Like practice? You want me to practice? How's me practicing?
Cox said, I just love AI.
Yeah, no, I love him too.
Like that's just a Philly bias.
Yeah, no, like pound for pound, AI is one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
He's probably the best Philly basketball player, but
even Julius Erving was a fucking beast.
Irving too. I forgot about him.
All right, can I get your Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks? Is your role model on there Joey Burr?
I feel like it's too soon to put him on there, but I do love him. I would put Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes.
Here's a guy, Patrick Mahomes.
What was the last one? I guess Drew Brees. I feel like he doesn't get credit for what he did.
Okay.
He broke records too. Still, I'm pretty sure he still has some.
I'm gonna go Tom. I think that we had this conversation with the dude at the Irish Horse. No, honestly, I love Kurt Warner.
I mean, I love him too.
I'm gonna go Tom. Fuck it, I'm putting like this is mine.
Safonda Cox said, I love how you guys talk about bread and circuses.
Thanks.
We're distracting with basketball and football.
We're gonna get into the other shit. I'm just trying to fluff Chernie so I can talk about misogyny later. Tom Warner, I just can't put Patrick Mahomes in because of how fucking annoying everybody is about him
I mean,
right now.
That doesn't matter. This is the GOATs, right? The best of the best. You can't just take him out because you find it annoying.
I honestly want to put this guy on because of how he changed the game back in the black and white days. I'm gonna put Van Brocklin on mine.
That's he's good, but like I don't think anyone's like top 10.
Yo, back in the day, Norm Van Brocklin was balling, and I'm gonna finish it up with
who changed the game.
Who?
Michael Vick.
Ooh, I'm putting him on. Yeah, Mike Vick. Actually,
he was like the mobile quarterback of all mobile.
Yeah.
Before, like, there was like Randall Cunningham, but he didn't run nearly as much as Vic did.
And if I was gonna take Van Brocklin off, I might want to throw on Lamar. Like he's.
I think Lamar can be up there. I just like he hasn't. Like,
Oh wait,
he has a few MVPs, but I don't think he's like gotten to the point where you can really call it. Like he hasn't won anything yet.
See, I
been to the Super Bowl.
I also love Josh Allen for the way, like the way that Josh Allen plays.
Like, I think Josh Allen's really good too.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's also why I don't put Joe Burrow on there.
So my honorable mentions are gonna be, and dude, honestly, like fucking Jalen Hurts. I know Sofonda Cox doesn't love Jalen Hurts, but I mean, like fucking Jalen Hurts is a durable, smart winner.
Van Brocklin had more interceptions.
Really?
And his completion percentage ranged from 49.8 to 56.2. Like he was like a good quarterback for the time.
All right, you know what?
Definitely not. Like,
I'm gonna take
more than 2,600 yards.
I'm gonna take off Van Brocklin and I'm gonna add Josh Allen because I've always loved Josh Allen. I just think he's.
Sofonda Cox said, "I love Jalen Hurts. I just don't think he's the best player on our offense."
Well, now that we got like Saquon Barkley.
Sofonda Cox said, "Just gotta get 1% beta every day."
Beta. Get more beta.
All right, your Mount Rushmore running backs.
Running backs. Eric Dickerson.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
I'm just surprised that you named him first.
I mean, Barry Sanders. I like this one. Like he had such a short career, but I feel like it's still based. Bo Jackson. I feel like he kind of should be up. Oh shit! And then I have to leave off LaDainian or Adrian Peterson. And then like Walter Payton.
Yeah, that's
like Jesus. I'll take Bo Jackson off because he didn't really have like long enough. And then there's also Emmitt Smith. Fuck. I guess I'll put Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
And Adrian Peterson.
Okay. I'm gonna go Barry, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to put LT in mine. I'm gonna go LT and fourth. I loved Frank Gore.
I was waiting for it. And if you didn't, I'd be like, what happened to Frank Gore?
I'm gonna put him in.
You should.
He was a guy that, like, here's a guy that just gets better with age. Like, the older he got, the better he got, which for running backs, like, it's highly unusual. Wide receiver.
Alvin Johnson. Ray Rice. I don't know why I said those two before Jerry. Four. feel like I'm forgetting like obvious. I'm thinking of Julio Jones and Jay Green and Mike Evans, but I don't think they're like the top.
Well, Mike Evans, if he gets like 90 more yards, is going to, I think, break or tie Jerry Rice's 1,000-yard season streak.
I thought he already had the 1,000 yards.
Then maybe he's going to break it.
Just to start the career.
No, I think it's, I don't.
MRD's 1117 said, looking good. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, my man. Yo, Nasty, I love oh, yo, I didn't mention Nasty for my best friends, but Nasty's one of my best friends. Yeah, Nasty.
There's a couple I was forgetting. Marvin Harrison, but
of course.
I don't know if I'm gonna put him on.
What? Okay.
Because that means I'm leaving off Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh.
Which I know you agree with as well. But like, I feel like Marvin Harrison probably had a shorter career, and his were like all great.
So who are you adding as your fourth?
I'll put Marvin Harrison, but definitely like honorable mention to Larry Fitzgerald.
All right, see,
Reggie Wayne and like Owen.
Mine is probably gonna draw a lot of criticism from detractors, but I'm gonna go Larry, Marvin, Mike.
You say Mike if everyone's supposed to know who Mike is.
And I guess Moss. I'll put Moss as my fourth. All right, moving on to other subjects.
No tight ends?
Nah, fuck tight ends. They're the forgotten position.
I feel like it's obvious.
Yeah,
Tony Gonzalez, Rob Gronkowski, Jason Witt.
I was gonna, and Shannon Sharp. You think?
I would have probably put Dallas Clark. But,
well, we could.
Travis Kelce.
True. Yeah, you're right. All right, your Mount Rushmore of celebrity baddies, and they don't necessarily have to be still bad. They could in their peak.
Am I talking women or men or?
This is women. Okay. Celebrity women.
Celebrity women. Mila Kunis.
Oh, okay.
Sofia Vergara.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
What's the Hunger Games girl's name?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, actually, Jennifer Aniston too.
Which one are you? Who's making it on? See, I think Jennifer Aniston's way better than Jennifer Lawrence.
I want to say way better, but I'm put her above her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston. You already know. I'm gonna put Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, Gal Gadot. Here's a girl. She's coming out of some films like Neighbors 2, coming out of Kick-Ass. I like Chloe Grace Moretz. You ever heard of this girl? I'm gonna add Chloe. And
Hey Ben said, hello my handsome friends Pink Heart. Megan Fox.
Yeah, like
I didn't like.
I liked her like back in the Transformers days, but
Mike Evans would tie for most.
Okay.
11 seasons.
Milo Spardos said, hello, it's Milo.
Yo, Milo, what's up, dude?
He may be overrated now.
I hate what she did to Machine Gun Kelly, like turned him into a femme man. Guys, if you haven't, please make sure that you thumbs up that the video right now so we can you can ring my bell. Thumbs up that shit. Ring the bell, everybody. Who's my fourth? I'm gonna go with. I know this is kind of like cliche, but I think she deserves it. I'm gonna go Margot Robbie. I think. All right. Now I want you to
seal ball.
Ooh, Miss Listen.
I don't know.
All right, now you're gonna need to put your thinking cap on and tell me obviously, like I don't believe that you're a homosexual or whatever, but tell me your Mount Rushmore of Hollywood hunks.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
That stops there for me. I can't really think of any others.
What about Brad Pitt?
Like I don't really like the generic one thinks is hot. They don't really.
What about Timothy Chalamet?
I feel like he was like okay.
What about Jason Momoa?
I knew I was thinking him, but I was like, I don't really find him that attractive. He's got a lot of muscle.
What about Johnny Depp? I feel like he's not a.
Yeah, like he's attractive. But I don't know if I would put him at the top either. Gotta think of more.
What about?
Oh wait, George Clooney.
Ooh, okay, all right. He fucks. He fucks. What about?
K-Ben said, Easton is freaking out about Clark being at the top and he said he loves Uncle Crispr on YouTube.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay.
And well, actually Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh, facts.
I was also thinking the guy from Baywatch who was also in this SpongeBob movie. David Hasselhoff. I like it.
You want to put him in there?
I'd put Michael B. Jordan.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. See, I think when it comes to guys, I'm a lot different than you. I'm gonna go Brad Pitt.
Is that what you're gonna do?
No, Brad Pitt's not like a muscle maniac. I'm gonna go Brad Pitt. Denzel. Fucking Kurt Russell. Wait, no, not Kurt Russell. Russell Crowe. I like a Kurt Russell is
definitely not.
no. Well, yeah, I mean, like,
I guess when he was younger, maybe.
I see. If I was a girl, I would like a.
Actually, this one's pretty hot.
Wait. Oh, it went away.
This one.
Oh, yeah. Is that Roadhouse or whatever?
Oh,
that's what he.
Probably.
I like a daddy bear. So I got Brad Pitt, Denzel.
K-Ben said, Henry Cavill Dev said.
Oh, fuck. Henry Cavill, Superman. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yo, did you see a new Superman is dropping with not Henry Cavill?
Yeah, it's been like, talked about everywhere.
I just saw I saw a Disney movie, which doesn't help your stock anymore, but
Why do you always bring up that it doesn't anymore?
because I saw Mufasa and it was actually pretty good.
I heard it was pretty good too. Sonic movies killing it.
I did not like it.
Really? Everyone I
No.
know has said they loved it.
Nah, I was not a fan.
But one of my friends showed me the Superman trailer because the very beginning looks like a scene from Dragon Ball Z where Yamcha's just face down in the ground with like a big crater.
Yamcha, who's that?
Yamcha's like the guy who dies pretty early. One of Goku's friends.
Oh,
He's
okay.
pretty forgettable.
Oh no,
He has like a scar on his on his face.
Very forgettable.
Yeah.
All right, what's your Mount Rushmore of romance movies?
The Proposal.
Who's that? Is that Vince Vaughn?
Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay.
Love Actually.
Okay.
Wait, am I allowed to do anime? Like anime movies?
I have one for I have anime next actually. So
Well,
don't.
Is it like anime in general or anime like movies? Anime.
I would like it to be anime series. I have anime series written down. So
But
the Proposal, Wallflower, Love Actually, and
I'll still throw in an anime because I don't think I'll put it in. There's Your Name, but there was another one by the same. A Silent Voice was really good, but I didn't. Oh yeah, weathering. Yeah, I'll go weathering. That one's fine.
What is
Kate
it?
then
Weathering.
said, Wilmer Valderrama, I love me my sexy Spanish man.
My name is Fez. Wait, say it. What's it called again?
Weathering with you. Like
Weathering.
weather, like the atmosphere weather,
Yeah.
and then ing with you.
Weathering with you. Okay. I'm gonna go Silver Linings Playbook. Silver Linings Playbook. Could you call Wedding Crashers a romance? Like, it's romantic, right?
And you put like Chuck and Larry in there too. Then.
No, because like they're like friend, like that's like
but
platonic.
There was a romance with the other
Jessica Biel. Oh, I didn't mention Jessica Biel in mine. No, but I'm putting Wedding
Kate then
Crashers.
said, Lovebirds.
Fucking.
Erroneous. Erroneous.
Ooh, Ava Longoria.
I'm going Wedding Crashers. Fucking. What else is there? Like, there's The Notebook. I'm not putting that on there.
Kate then said, The Wrong Missy.
The Wrong Missy. I feel like
That's a movie.
I feel like I
Greg
saw that.
Roberts said,
What?
Old school.
Yo, Greg. Thank you for being in here. This is the first we've heard from you. Thank you for the ounce of silver for Christmas. Yeah, that's my mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that like button, everybody. All right, so Silver Linings Playbook, Wedding Crashers. What else? Fucking, this is kind of tough. I'm blanking here. Even though I've seen.
Greg Roberts said, You are welcome.
Oh shit! I didn't put 500 Days of Summer on.
Yeah.
Take that. Put that on instead of Weathering with You.
All right. I might add it too, actually. But there's nothing but.
I mean, you can use some of mine.
Kate then said, 50 First Dates.
Ooh, that's actually a good one.
Yeah, is there anything by Adam
I feel like I
Sandler?
just think of them more as comedies, but they are
Like a rom-com is a romance, you know?
Is my favorite category.
Yeah.
Motorboat? You play the motorboat? Motorboat, son of a bitch. You old sailor, you.
But...
Kate then said, I'm naming all rom-coms lol.
Oh, what about Mr. Deeds? That count? Because
I kind of just hate Winona Ryder. I don't know why. Like,
jeez.
I
thought it was was it even Winona Ryder?
Yeah, she's
The anchor girl?
Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like I guess it looks like it.
Yeah. Who else? What else could I mean, what do I want to add Love Actually? I guess I'll add Love Actually cuz it's a great feel-good movie. And I don't fucking know. I don't want to
Kate then said,
Keep going,
Couples
Kate.
Retreat.
Couples Retreat. It's a great movie. I might add Couples Retreat, although I feel like if it happened in real life, like it'd be a disaster. Like,
Why? What's it about?
it's about, all right, so there are like really places like this, you know, in Aruba and the Bahamas and shit, where there's just like this adult island. And what actually happens at these adult islands is the men and the women go and end up going to like these like, you know, swinger islands. Like there's this one infamously named Hedonism in Jamaica. And what
The beach is called Hedonism.
Yeah, like just the entire island, like the entire resort. The resort is called Hedonism. And what ends up happening is like these men and women who are married go there and they're like, "Oh, you know, let's introduce a little spark into our relationship. Let's try swinging."
Said, Devin said The Shawshank Redemption.
What, between Andy and his
I'm somebody's bitch.
That'd be a friendship.
Well, or if he's getting. But all right, so these couples go to hedonism Jamaica, and the woman in the couple obviously gets, like banged by a bunch of horny dudes, and the guy ends up, just watching. Yeah, so it's like it has become like Cuck Island, basically. Like it's, if you want to go there as a single man, honestly, probably not even like that great. You're probably still going to do a lot of watching, but at least you're not going to be watching your wife get banged by a bunch of strange men. But if you go there as a married couple, there's like a 100% chance that you're just going to watch your wife get banged by a bunch of dudes. But having said that, sure, I'll add couples retreat.
Having said that, I'll put it on there. All the negatives about it.
Because like what happens in the movie is like they go to like couples island, where it's like the spiritual retreat to like come closer to your spouse, but like they all accidentally for some reason or another wander to like hedonism island, and except for Vince Vaughn and his like wife in it is nobody famous, but they're like the like good couple, and all the other ones are like the trash couples that, whatever.
Wait, you've got Nailed.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
We talked about it. I know you haven't. It's the one with Tom Hanks and Meg.
Okay.
And then you think of Sleepless in Seattle.
All right, your Mount Rushmore of anime series.
School Rumble. Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Hate them, said, Mike and Dave need wedding dates or Zach and Mary make a porno. Greg Roberts said, Wanderlust.
No, I was just talking about, in like, I think it was like 2 episodes ago, about how Wanderlust is like a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah. Because also, in Wanderlust, the same girl who's in... Wait. No. Who's the girl in Wanderlust? Is it... Okay. But anyway, they go to this like hippie commune. She bangs like some strange guy, and then she's like retroactively is like, "Oh no, Paul Rudd, you bang someone else now." And then
Greg Roberts said, Jennifer Aniston. Kate M said, Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, yeah, Jennifer Aniston bangs some hippie, and then like not romantic. What's romantic about banging a hippie when you're a married woman? Wanderlust is a sickness, is a spiritual sickness of a woman who wants to wander from cock to cock, and that's not attractive. That's not, honorable. School Rumble, Love is War.
Omi-san Can't Communicate.
Okay.
And Skilled Teaser Talking.
Skilled Teaser?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna add
honorable mention to Zuri Children. That's probably my pick.
I'm gonna add School Rumble. Is it okay to add Dragon Ball Z? Like,
oh, we're just doing anime, like romance anime.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go
Is it anime?
DBZ. What was that one you showed me? Golden Boy. I'm gonna add Golden Boy.
Golden Boy is really good.
And what was the one about the girl who had the like video game where she was trying to like meet new guys, and he was like, I don't get paid, like the like little like fairy or whatever.
Wait, what? I don't get.
Remember, like it was the intro and the outro of every episode. Like there was like this little like pixie, and he's like, and I need to make a show, blah blah blah, where I don't get paid.
That was like a newer one. It's a Netflix original. It's called, what was it?
She couldn't eat what was it? She couldn't eat chocolate, cats, or there was something else that she couldn't do. There's no video games, cats, or chocolate?
Yeah.
Until she met her
started talking to boys and like an actual boyfriend.
Much louder than any of your guests. Yours is actually fine, so let's say your guest mic needs to be louder, says my mom.
What, mine needs to be louder?
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, Romantic Killer. That's
Romantic Killer?
Yeah.
All right, well, Mom, I'm just gonna try speaking further away from my mic and see if that helps. And you, Chernie, just speak close to your mic. But
just make out with it.
let me know if that's a little bit better, Mom. You could. Everybody in the chat, let me know if we sound good. All right. Real world villains, so not like fictitious villains. Who are like some of the most villainous motherfuckers in the world?
Like the ones I should hate the most?
Yeah, like if you want to put Osama bin Laden or Adolf Hitler or whatever, like who's your Mount Rushmore of villains?
It seems like the opposite way to go about, but I guess Adolf Hitler, Mao Zedong.
Okay, we'll just call him Mao.
MAO space.
I just got him as Mao.
Mao.
Wait, I actually got a sound for this. I'll go Mao.
Trying to think. I feel like who was the Vietnam leader? I feel like he was
Kim Jong-un or
no, that's North Korea.
Mm.
I feel like there was like before Vietnam, like the Vietnam War, or during it, they had like a really bad dictator that like I think killed. Oh, Pol Pot. That's it.
Pol Pot? He's got a fucking shit name.
And then probably Joseph Stalin. We'll mention the Mussolini.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go.
I mean, that was Cambodia, but he was also.
I'm gonna go Hitler.
Maybe Fidel Castro. He's an honor.
I'm gonna go Osama. Hitler, Osama. I got some like some ones that are like villainous, but maybe haven't like murdered like people like.
Well, Putin probably has. I don't think he's done.
I'll go.
And same with Kim Jong. But we also don't.
I'm gonna go.
Really know what he's.
I'm gonna go Genghis.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, and because Genghis
like he was more of a conqueror. I mean, he did like kill him.
Yeah, like he like fucking like fucked.
And it's funny because he's not really. Like, it feels like he's not really considered much of a villain, as much as like that. I guess because Manifest Destiny was live back then. It's okay to do that. Everyone knows territory.
Oh, you're speaking about Manifest Destiny. I'm gonna add Cussler.
Colonel Custer.
Custer.
Colonel.
Clive Custer. I don't know. I'm adding Custer. I don't know. He's a fucking cuckster. All right.
Colonel Custer.
I'm adding
George Custer.
I'm adding Colonel Mustard because he was fucking bludgeoning people's heads in the conservatory. Cinematic villains.
So like, again, just like the work, like they've done the worst acts, or like, just because I feel like
who's on your map? All right, I'll go first for this one. I'm gonna go Zod. Superman's foe.
He's the one who you spell his name backwards. No.
That's whatever.
Like,
Mr. Mixelplix or something like that. I'm gonna go Zod. I'm gonna go with fucking my boy from Django. What is his name? Nasty, if you're still listening, what's his fucking name? Monsieur Candy. I'm gonna go with Monsieur Candy.
Candy, that's his name.
Monsieur. How do you say it? How do you say it in French? Monsieur Candy. Fucking. Ooh, I got. What do you think about Tuco? Do you think Tuco deserves to be on there?
I mean, when you said cinematic, I was thinking movies, but
I mean, I think it could be a play.
like,
it could
Tuco, he didn't last that long.
but he's in 2 shows, and he lasts long. Like, what about Gus? Like, I don't think Gus is very villainous. I think Gus is like a good guy.
He's a good guy. I
like Gus.
Worldwide.
I'm gonna put Tuco on mine.
Heroin.
I'm gonna put Tuco and.
Art's pretty low, man.
Nah, like he's like you would not want to fuck with Tuco.
Sure,
He's a villainous
motherfucker. I wouldn't
motherfucker.
want to fuck with, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna say they're the worst, top 4 worst villains.
And I'll put what else could I put? Trying to think of like is there any Denzel movies? Ooh, I'll put Caesar. Caesar from Gladiator.
Oh, I haven't seen.
That's crazy. I'm gonna make you watch. I'm gonna make you watch Gladiator though.
Okay.
All right. Your Mount Rush. We're almost done this, guys. So thanks for bearing with us through this. I hope this is not boring to our viewers. Tell me your Mount Rushmore of cinematic villains, and it could be, it could be theatrical. It could even be
like Shakespeare plays.
Yeah, sure. If you want to put that in there,
I'll say, or Palpatine.
Oh, okay.
I had some in mind and I lost them. Lord Voldemort.
Ooh, okay.
Joker.
Ooh, okay.
Like fucking.
Do I have a soundbite for this?
Dude.
Should it'd be a villainous act not to. What? Keep going though while I look for it. Okay. How do I not fucking have this Joker clip? What? Oh, here we go. Okay. Artists. Could be a painter.
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, "Y'all are a trip."
What's up, Terry? Hey, yo, Terry, the fuck's going on? Can I get your Mount Rushmore?
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, "Finally made it on."
Hey, Terry is celebrating 2 years of sobriety, so let's give him a fucking. All right, so artists. You want me to start? Will that make it easier on you? I'm gonna put Bob Ross. Yeah, he's the fucking GOAT. I'm gonna put Bob Ross.
So is this like
Kate M. said, "Congratulations, Terrence. So proud of you."
like how broad are we being with art?
I'm about to be extremely broad because I'm gonna put. I don't know if fuck it. I'm gonna put this guy on here. He's a graffiti writer named Cornbread. He's the guy who invented graffiti. He's from Philadelphia. Yeah, so I feel like he deserves to be there. I mean, was he the most artistic? No, not at all. But he invented, my favorite style of art. So I think he...
Did he actually invent it, or is that just American?
No, it was invented in Philadelphia.
Because I know a lot of things they say Americans invented, but really they've been doing it in Europe and other continents before us.
No, we invented... We definitely invented graffiti and hip-hop in Philly and New York City.
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, "Thanks, Kate."
So,
all right, Cornbread, Bob Ross.
I'm a big fan of who's the guy that did pop art?
Pop art?
Yeah, He did like the Campbell's. He did the Campbell soup. That helps my stuff. What's that guy's name?
What, like the logo for Campbell?
Yeah, he did like the colorful stuff. Like he did the colorful art. Like he did like Marilyn Monroe and.
Kate M said, "Of course, you got this."
I need my fucking art buddies to get in here. They would be able to tell me right now. Not. He was. What the fuck was it? Does anyone here know who I'm talking about? I forget his fucking name.
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol. I'm gonna put Warhol. Is that a pic you painted from Bob Ross behind you? I didn't paint either of those. I bought that.
Kelly Bullock said, "Chris, is that a pic you painted from Bob Ross behind you?"
No, but I really do think that. I think that top one definitely looks like it was Bob Ross.
I mean, this kind of does too. It's like
Yeah. But Bob Ross would shit on that one. Like that one is
Bob Ross doesn't shit on anything. What are you talking about?
Oh well, that's good. You did good. It doesn't happen.
I love that everyone can express their own things in their own way. But he would do a more sunny like type of feel.
There was this meme where it was like, could you imagine if Gordon Ramsay and Bob Ross traded places and like Gordon Ramsay was like, "You call that a fucking tree? That's not a fucking tree. That's trash." And then Bob Ross is like, "Oh, you maybe undercooked the steak a little bit. Well, let's just call it a happy little accident."
I like Salvatore Dali's.
Salvador Dali. I think I was gonna put him as my. Wait.
He's like the melted clocks and stuff.
No, wait. Who's like Starry Night?
Oh, that's Van Gogh.
I think I'm gonna put Van Gogh as my last. All right, so you
we're
are
only doing like paint styles, not music. Or that's
I have one for music too before we stop, but
I don't know. I'm not like too into art.
I know it's tough.
But I would go Bob Ross too.
Okay.
Guess I'd go vintage.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Let's just make it all the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, how did I forget Da Vinci?
Michelangelo too.
That's pretty egregious. Sorry, so you want to go Leo?
I'll take out Raphael. I'll put in Bob Ross. So Leo, Michelangelo. So I don't really care about Donatello either.
Yeah, so
I'll put Picasso in.
Wait, Bob Ross, Van Gogh, Leo, Michelangelo?
Oh.
You want to take out Van Gogh for Picasso?
Yeah.
I feel like Picasso is kind of fucking overrated, honestly. If you look at his art, it's not
Okay.
like the rest of
But
them.
I'll do Michelangelo, Bob Ross,
Van Gogh, Leo?
and Leo.
Okay. All right. We're almost done, guys. On to soul singers. So do you want me to tell you mine first? I like James Taylor. I like Bill Withers. I like Marvin Gaye. And who's my fourth? And I'm gonna go with Luther Vandross. Do you want me to give my honorable mentions? I feel like it could spark your.
I already have some.
Okay. All right.
Otis Redding.
Okay.
Muddy Waters.
Okay.
Kelly Bullock said, "Elton John." Kate M said, "Luther is my man."
Never too much. Never too much.
I
didn't mention
Chuck Berry.
Ooh. Okay.
And
I didn't mention Stevie or Ray.
yeah,
which
I was thinking of them, but I'm also thinking of like Smokey Robinson, and I feel like there was one. Yeah, I'll go.
And Smokey. Now, authors.
Avi.
Who?
Avi.
How do you spell that?
AVI. He makes the poppy seed.
Okay.
It's like a mouse. And
Okay.
They're like a bunch of. They're all in Dimwood Forest.
Kelly Bullock said, your first three, some of my faves. Also loved Peter Frampton and Cat Stevens in his heyday.
You do love Cat Stevens. I do love Lauryn Hill.
Kate M. said, I do love Lauryn Hill.
I love Lauryn Hill's music. I hate her as a person.
Why? What did she do to you?
She said that she would rather her children starve than to make $1 off of a white man listening to her music. So I'm just obliging her.
Kelly Bullock said, author. Kristen Hanna. Kate M. said, that's what I mean her music. I don't like her as a
Yeah,
person.
she's a fucking racist fucker.
Kate M. said,
She's racist, yeah.
You say you'd rather your children starve.
Because she's a dumb...
Wouldn't you rather take money
Safanda
from
Cox
them?
said, she hates white PPL.
Why did they spell it instead?
Because they do that with all
no
acronyms.
vowels, yeah.
Okay, so you got Avi.
Uh-huh.
Do you like Avi Donapel with Iron Man's Mountain Health? So like erectile dysfunction, electromagnetic wave surgery?
I have no idea what that is. Okay, right. I mean, like, I don't like her as a person, but I like the book.
I know who you're gonna say.
J.K. Rowling.
Okay. I mean, I know one who for sure is on mine.
Yeah. That.
Stephen King.
Oh yeah.
You want him on yours?
Ooh, who does Goosebumps?
R.L. Stein.
R.L. Stein. Yeah.
You want him on yours? Do you want to put King on yours?
There's another children's book that I like, The Magic Tree House, which was by someone who has also done some other good series, I think. Mary Pope Osborne.
Okay.
I'll put who do I have?
Avi, JK, RL.
Fuck JK.
I agree, dude.
Put Stephen King on it.
Okay. Did you see the pants that I was Indian given? Oh wait, I was Indian given some Harry Potter pants for Christmas. It's when somebody gives you a gift and you give it to somebody else. I think.
You mean
or
gifting?
Wait, is Indian giving when someone gives you a gift and then asks for it back? I think.
I've never heard the term.
You've never heard the term Indian
No.
giving? I think Indian giving is the process of giving somebody a gift and then asking to receive it back.
It's someone who gives a gift and then wants it back or
Yeah.
expects something of
Okay.
equal
No,
value in return.
I wasn't Indian given it. I was just re-gifted the pants. So you got Avi, King, RL, and then you want Osborne?
Mary Pope Osborne, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go King, Poe. Edgar Allan Poe's a fucking thug.
Why are you a bigger Ravens fan?
I'm
you kind
big
of
enough-
are, but that's
yeah.
because of Lamar, not because of Poe.
No, I've always liked the Ravens.
Oh, the Ravens.
King Poe.
I guess you did love Ray Lewis a lot.
Yeah. And Willis McGahee and Ladarius Webb. And I love Anquan Bolden.
Yeah, I do like.
And T Sizzle. Suggs.
Oh.
King Poe. Do I have any like happy authors?
Nah, just as sad. Might as well put in Shakespeare.
Fuck.
Kate M. said, yo, it's Devon Kate's phone. Just wanna say that the best rom-com ever is The Hills Have Eyes.
Well,
I mean-
actually, Stephen Bradbury. Or is it
Ray Bradbury?
Yeah, he's a good one.
Did he do the Illustrated Man?
Yeah, he did the
Okay,
illustrated.
I might add
Fahrenheit
him.
451.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add Bradbury because he's a dystopian author.
It doesn't help your happy one.
No, but I like dark gothic
Yeah.
shit.
Not with music though.
What else is there? Fucking Trying to look at my bookshelf, but like I don't have a lot of
You like
fiction.
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Well, Game of Thrones.
We're talking
Kelly
about
Bullock said, Chris, you always loved Stephen King. Kate M. said, what are you guys talking about right now? Terrence Boyle Jr. said, thank you.
we're talking about our Mount Rushmore of authors, and I'm gonna add
No, George R.R. Martin.
no. I'm gonna add Fleming, the creator of Bond.
James Bond.
Ooh, honorable mention would also be Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy. I never really read him, but like a lot of people love him.
Kate M. said,
That
fiction?
makes me think there was another.
Yeah, like almost exclusively fiction. But I suppose if there was like a nonfiction writer, like I do love Dr. Phil. Like I don't think I've ever read any of his books
I don't know
though.
what he has, but who wrote the series of unfortunate events? Oh, Lemony Snicket.
Lemony
Yeah.
Snicket. There's no way
I
that
love that name.
there's no way that's his real name.
Probably not.
All right, let's wrap this up. Black leaders.
Why are we specifying black leaders?
Because, like, I
Kate
mean,
M. said, Hosby loving James Patterson.
Hosby loving Colleen Hoover right now. Like, Colleen Hoover, all about the hose.
Lemony Snicket's real name is Daniel Hatt.
Okay.
Very boring name.
So, all right, so my black leaders, Mount Rushmore.
Sefonda Cox said, MLK put on for the white man. Kate M. said, rip MLK Jr.
Already.
No, I'm putting MLK. I don't care if he put on for the white man, the black man, the brown man, the yellow man. Like, MLK put on for all men and women, you know, so he's number one with a bullet. No pun intended. MLK, Malcolm.
Terrence Boyle Jr. said, Andy Warhol.
He's not, was he wasn't black?
Sefonda Cox said, Malcolm.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go
Barack Obama.
I'm going to go Booker T.
Booker T.
T.
He's good.
Booker T was a thug. And then
Oh, Frederick Douglass.
was George Washington Carver,
Yeah, the peanut butter.
was he black?
Yeah.
Yo,
Is he a leader?
yo, he made peanut butter. I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers except him.
I mean, I guess he's a leader in the food industry.
Sefonda Cox said, yeah, very Obama.
I do love peanut butter.
All right,
I'll
so-
put Carver on.
You're gonna go Carver. All right. Fuck all this civil rights. If you don't invent peanut butter, you ain't on my fucking.
What about Maya Angelou?
Okay. Do you wanna go Maya?
What did I put so far?
Carver.
Angela. Oh, you didn't hear my list.
Or who are?
MLK.
Okay, MLK. Are you going Barry?
Oh,
Barack.
Yeah, I'm putting Barack Obama on there.
Okay.
So Barry, MLK, Maya Angelou, and George Washington Carver.
Okay.
Kate M.
He's so out
said,
of
the
place.
black dude that invited the refrigerator and the AC guy.
Who's
Sefonda
the-
Cox
Wait, what?
said, was Maya a baddie?
The black guy that invited the refrigerator and the AC guy. I don't get it. Was Maya a baddie? No, I don't believe so. Fucking, I think was Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks is an honorable mention.
He sat on a. I feel like.
What about Ruth
Kate
Too
M.
much
said, invented.
that invented the refrigerator and the AC guy?
I was gonna say the guy who did the traffic. I think it's Garrett Morgan.
What about Ruby Bridges? She was the first black girl to go to an integrated public school.
Oh, sorry.
Right? Yeah, the Board of Education versus Bridges, right?
Ruby Bridges.
Yeah. Yo, all right. This one's gonna ruffle some feathers, right? We're on honorable mentions. What about Cosby?
Sefonda Cox said, Kamala.
Cosby was the first. Cosby was the
Kate
first
M.
man.
said, my vote is for Precious. She a bad bitch.
Yo, Precious. Well, I gotta start being more sensitive to obese women. So Precious, she was very obese and a woman, so she gets my vote. No, but Cosby was the first man to put a I think he was the first one to make a black cartoon. Yeah,
probably.
I think Fat Albert was the first black cartoon.
I'll give him a lot of credit, but the stuff he did definitely knocks him down quite a bit. That I'm not gonna put him on my Mount Rushmore.
this one's funny.
Oh boy.
Why isn't it saying it?
Kate M. said, Chris wants the pudding pop.
You put the pudding in the... All right, and I don't know if you're gonna do well on this, but this is the last one.
Well, there's a grading score.
You're gonna be graded. All right, I don't know if you're gonna grade so well on this one. Rappers.
Oh, Eminem.
Okay.
Kid Cudi.
Oh God.
What do you gotta give Kid Cudi?
All right, next.
Kate M. said, Kate literally grew up a few doors down from Bill Cosby's house in Elkins Park.
Huh.
Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
Kanye. Despite all the craziness after.
Kate M. said she was not great.
All right. Well, most of Cosby's victims don't know whether they were or were not Cosby's victims. So, so I'm gonna go with Saigon, DMX, Ludacris, Sagitty. Yo, what's up, All right, I'll wait for it.
Demeter Jackson said, Sagitty.
What's up, Demontre? I see Demontre's a fan of Sagitty. Saigon, DMX, Ludacris, and
what are you, racist? You're not gonna put Eminem on there?
I just don't. I respect Eminem, but I don't think he's one of the 4 greatest rappers.
You're like, greatest.
Who do I want to put as my 4th? I feel like you know what? This guy doesn't get any love. I don't want to put The Game. I love The Game.
I think Kevin likes it.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right, so that concludes that segment. Now,
that was a long segment.
I know it was a long segment. I'm gonna come back to this because, all right. Well, why don't we do a little bit of current events? Did you hear that Jimmy Carter died?
Yeah.
At 100. A few days ago.
Yeah. Said, are we talking about lyricists?
I think the whole package, because I don't know if I'd necessarily put The Game in if we were talking about strictly lyricism. I don't know if I'd put Ludacris if we're talking about strictly lyricism, but just the whole. I think we're talking about the whole package here. Yeah, but Jimmy Carter lived to be 100.
Said, I want your whole package.
Don't say that shit. I'm Uncle CRISPR. I mean, and you obviously heard about the ISIS attack in New Orleans, killing 15 people. Fucking. Did you hear about the Honolulu firework explosion? 3 people died in Honolulu because I guess there was some faulty firework explosion.
Said, clearly it's been Devin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but 3 people died in Honolulu due to a rogue firework. Yeah, it set off a whole bunch of fireworks that exploded. Did you hear about Whitney Cummings' remarks on New Year's Eve?
Who's Whitney?
She's a stand-up comedian, which I guess she's apparently.
Kate M. said, did you hear about the Las Vegas explosion and all the plane crashes? Coincidence?
I did not hear about
Kate M. said, OMG, Whitney Cummings was incredible, face rolling on the floor laughing.
So Whitney Cummings,
I feel like I heard about Las Vegas.
I did not.
The details of I don't know all the details of the New Orleans one. I just know it was Islamic attack, right?
Yeah. But so like yeah, like it's just unfortunate. But so Whitney Cummings, I guess CNN had her on with Anderson Cooper and expected her to, fall right in line and not like, speak any of her truth, expected her to just be like extremely, fucking rigid and unfunny like Anderson Cooper. And she said, things got so bleak in 2024 that we actually watched the WNBA. The Dems couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body up. The pro-choice part, like Joe Biden, the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to a candidate.
Said when she talked about Luigi Ouch.
She did say something about that. I don't think I wrote it down, but.
Wait, so what was the other thing you said?
The pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to a candidate. They forced.
Give a pro-choice.
They didn't give a choice. Like they didn't give their voters a choice. They forced.
Kind of how it is usually the incumbent, but it also normally isn't the vice president. It's normally the president running again.
They forced Kamala on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Moderna or Pfizer. She said that crypto
literally didn't even do well in the primaries in 2020. Or I think did she run in 2016 too or no? I think she did, and she was like very early out. Like
she said
Elizabeth Warren.
She said cryptocurrency is akin to astrology for men, which is kind of like true.
Cryptocurrencies. Oh, yeah.
I'm a Dogecoin. I'm a Bitcoin.
I'm a Doge.
I'm a Shiba. I'm an Ethereum. And Anderson Cooper, his little bitch ass, was dead silent for Whitney. But then Diplo came on and announced on Diplo announced on live television that he's high on acid, and Anderson Cooper's like, ha 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 ha, so funny, he's high. He's intoxicated on national. Yeah, he's like when an actual stand-up comedian is making jokes, that go against his political beliefs. He's like deadpan, not saying shit. And then fucking Diplo comes on and he's like, yeah, I'm under the influence of acid. And Anderson Cooper's like, ha 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 ha, that's so funny, that's outrageous.
Kate M. said, Andy Cohen is hilarious too.
Andy Cohen. I think I have. And then Roy Wood Jr. refused a tequila shot, saying that the last black man who drank on CNN got fired in reference to Don Lemon, who was let go for.
I mean, Don.
What? Why do you say that? Because
he was like very biased.
Kate M. said Andy Cohen was Anderson's co-host.
He didn't interview in like good faith at all.
I
like him.
Yeah, I like who's his co-host Cuomo
I like
Andrew Cuomo or Chris Cuomo.
Chris Cuomo, I think is
one is the governor of New York, and one's the guy
I think was right. He's not
during COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Cuomo, I think, was the one who was governor.
And Chris Cuomo was the news anchor. Yeah.
I like Chris Cuomo.
Yeah, I like them as a team. I have like a...
Kate M. said, did you see the guy who they asked what he was doing after the ball drops and he said rubbing one out in his hotel room face rolling on the floor laughing?
Wait, so what did Don Lemon get fired for?
He had ageist and misogynist comments when he said that Nikki Haley was past her prime. What? Like...
I mean, that's not even that big a deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Fox News would cheer that on.
Yeah. But like fucking... CNN's like, oh, can't say this, oh, can't say that, we gotta censor everybody. All right. Usually we go through our rules, but I feel like it's way too late in the show to do our ground rules. So I want to just get to the part. This is why I have this camera right here. We're gonna talk about how dreadful the online dating landscape is, and we're gonna grade these profiles. And I actually is objectified the right word? I objectified the youth scale, so there's no more interpretation needed. 18 to 21's an A. 22 to 25 is a B. 26 to 29 is a C, and 30 plus is a D. Does that seem fair?
I feel like I would stretch it. If that's what you want to grade.
Alright.
I don't know how, like, 25, you said 25 to 29 is a C?
26 to 29 is a
Either
C.
way, that's still young. What? Are we old? Like, are we old as shit? Like,
No.
we're bees.
No, so here's the thing is, they came out with a study to show that 2/3 of women under the age of 30 have a significant other, like a boyfriend or a spouse.
Okay.
1/3 of men under the age of 30 have a significant other, meaning a girlfriend or a spouse. So women are 200% as likely to be in committed relationships under the age of 30.
Yeah.
Men, like, and because half those women are dating older men.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So-
how it is in general. Usually, is
So we are not.
date older men.
So, like, to quote Don Lemon, like, we are not past our prime.
Yeah,
we
we're
are
not past our prime,
just entering
But
our
in
prime.
terms of youth, we are old then.
Well, youth is not prioritized by women.
I mean, I guess you don't have youth on the
Yeah.
scale.
Exactly. All right, so speaking of youth and men, we'll go with this youthful stud Vaughn.
Vaughn.
All right, so Vaughn. Here, I'll show the camera. Oh, this is gonna be hard because it's on a delay. All right, here's Vaughn. He's black.
Why do you need to say that?
That's the way that Donald Trump says
It's all-
black. He's
it's also-
black.
How can we tell? It's black and white.
I'm telling you, he's black. Vaughn, 24.
You get a color printed.
Just want the right love, not the fake love.
Oh,
Huge time sweetheart, gamer. Women don't like that. Come get to know. I don't bite. Match with me if you're truly interested. If not, just keep swiping, love. I love my Latina and Asian women. So do I.
I feel like
The most.
gamer is so, it's such a broad term because there's your shooter gamers, there's your like RPG gamers, there's your party game gamers. Like those are all like three very different people.
But women hate them all.
I
Like,
feel like mostly they hate like shooter competitive
yeah, like
fighter gamers.
the more time a man spends gaming and not, making
Yeah,
money,
like,
the more
well,
they
I
hate
don't
them.
think it's just not making money. I think it's more that it's like a combination of like they're not making money and they're not like paying attention to them.
Okay, so I love my Latina and Asian women. The most loyal man you'll ever meet. Located in Trenton, New Jersey. He's 6'1". He works at none of your business. He sounds unemployed to me.
Well, yeah.
Smokes often. Doesn't have kids. One more time, chat. That's what
You
he
said
looks.
smokes often.
Smokes often. Works at none of your business. Either he's ashamed of where he works, or yeah.
Keep feeling drugs.
Yeah, I mean, very possibly. He is black.
That's not wise.
I'm just kidding.
Also
So-
interested in football.
Doesn't
just because your friendship.
doesn't say that.
Yeah, it's also interested in football as your like thing in common.
All right, so let's grade his
I
masculinity.
thought Vaughn would be like VAUGA.
What is it, VONN?
VON.
He's like Von Bell.
Without the extra N, but yeah.
Masculinity. Is he wearing like a fucking? What's he wearing? What?
Like a hoodie,
No, I think it's like a fucking bonnet, isn't it?
and then also a jean jacket.
Is that a bonnet? It looks like a bonnet. It's a
looks like
bonnet.
A shower cap.
Yo, chat. He's wearing a bonnet, no cap. Like,
But he also has a hoodie on. Like, you can see his hoodie.
yeah.
Back, right? Yeah.
So he's wearing a bonnet, like Bizarre from D12. That's a bonnet.
K10 said, it's a bonnet LeMayo.
It's a bonnet. Yeah, yo, like that's gonna
It's a
dock him
shower
points.
cap.
Fucking. What do you give him on masculinity?
I guess a C. The
Um.
bonnet definitely.
Yeah, like. Yeah, we'll give him a C. Fitness. We can't
Yeah,
see.
we don't really see his body. I feel like
Kate M. said,
Like-
I'm crying laughing.
it looks like he'd be average, maybe slightly above.
All right, let's call him a B.
I was thinking B or C.
Let's give him
Hard
a.
to tell when you can't see.
Yeah, you
his
can't. You
body.
can't see anything. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Give him a B. Okay. His implied provisions. I can't give him any higher than a
It's
D.
none of your
Like,
business.
yeah, it's none of your business. And yeah, like
It's not like he has any high expense.
he's
things, right?
he is.
I can see.
Is it a chain or is it?
He has a chain.
I don't know. Chain.
Either way, that means you're broke.
It's a thin chain, even if it is a chain.
It's a thin chain. It's not worth it.
Should we give him a D for implied provisions?
Kate M.
And
said, he deaf is skinny but he loves his churches and Popeye's chicken.
I think they're getting racist now. Distinction. I mean, the bonnet distinguishes him. He's got like dreads. That's distinguished, I suppose.
Kind of.
What do you give him? I would.
I'd say like. his
I'd be
face
okay with
looks
giving him as.
pretty average.
You want to give him
I'd
a?
say It's kind of.
You want? Let's give him a B. Give him the benefit of the doubt. CBDB. What does that grade out to?
0.5.
2.25.
Kate M. said, I am part black so I'm allowed to say that LOL and I'm not kidding.
I thought she just meant it as in like he's fat. Like, shit,
No, I don't. He definitely does not look fat, but
Yeah.
we gotta start being more gentle
Mhm.
on the hefty individuals. All right, we got Megan here, 28. Megan, 28.
Is that like with an H or?
I wish Joe would fucking. Is this coming in good? Yeah, Joe Fowler was the one who, like, initially got me to do this like extra camera thing. I like here how she's shooting an assault rifle. That's like kind of hot. Maybe not the most.
Kind of hot.
Maybe not the most feminine thing, but
Kate M. said, she's pretty.
I don't want to be like too. Yeah, she's pretty. All right. I hope you guys like this chat. This is the whole reason why I have the second camera set up so I can show you guys. Megan, 28.
Kate M. said, oh, that is definitely hot.
I agree. I definitely agree. Megan, 28, looking for long-term relationship, located in Piscataway, New Jersey. 5'1", never smokes, grad school degree, occasionally drinks from Piscataway, New
Kate M.
Jersey.
said, she badass.
She's a badass. Yeah, like I can accept a docking in femininity if she's a badass. So all right, so what do you want to what's her name? Megan?
Yeah.
What?
Here. That's hot.
All right, Chernie's coming in big.
It's pretty
Chernie's
big. I'm trying to
catching
wonder what that is.
a birthmark on the thigh.
Is that a birthmark?
I think you could call it a beauty mark if you want to be kind.
I don't know if that's what it is or if
It's hard to
if
see.
it's dirt or something.
I guess it could be dirt, but I don't think it's dirt. I think or it could be a tattoo even.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of that too, but like, what kind of tattoo is that?
Either way,
Or-
whatever.
or a
It's
burn.
it probably won't like knock her down too much, no matter what it is. Her femininity, I don't think you can give her an A necessarily, right?
Probably not.
Give her a B in femininity. Like there's
The
the gun's like the only not feminine thing.
What's really feminine about her?
She wants like a long-term relationship. That's like pretty much about it, right? Like not a smoker.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like
All
probably.
right, let's give her a B for femininity. Beauty. I won't give her an A either for
I was
beauty.
gonna say B.
B.
Maybe an A.
Let's go B. Modesty.
I
I feel like she's fairly modest. Like, but
Do you consider a gun modest? Or
no, like
I don't know
I
if
would
that-
not. I would not consider it a modesty. So
B.
B. She's gonna get B's across the board. What about for youth? What age is she? 28.
28? That's
She gets a
D.
C. She gets a
Or
C.
so-
She gets a
I
C
forgot
for
where you
youth.
put it.
What is BBBC?
2.7.
Big cock.
Big black cock.
big black cock. What is BBBC?
2.75.
2.75. All right, I think this guy Chahat. I think Chahat's gonna grade
From the
really
black
well.
man.
Nah, this dude looks like he could. This dude looks like he knows his way around a woman's bed. All right, wait. Let's. I want to make sure. Where do I want this? It's like it's on delay, so I'm sorry, chat.
I mean, I can see it.
Okay. This is Chahat. Chahat looks like he fucks, dude. Always got the shades. He's always in front of a sports car. He fucks, dude. You can't tell me that Chahat doesn't fuck. And he's like, a distinguished foreigner. You know, he could have like,
name is definitely
he
distinct.
could have oil money. He's only 23. This motherfucker's definitely an oil prince. Chahat, 23.
Or he's just posing in front of someone else's car.
It's Jim Coffee Meals, located in Edgewater Park, New Jersey. 5'11", business owner, never smokes, doesn't have kids, college degree. I think this has got to be an oil prince. Like, tell me what you think.
I mean, yeah. If
How can a 23 how can a 23-year-old own a business?
Probably got rich parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Trust fund kid or oil prince. But we're not gonna assume anything. We're just gonna grade him on what we can tell. Masculinity. Do you want? I think
Saying it.
A in masculinity.
Well, he's not very strong, but I guess that doesn't.
We could put that into fitness.
Yeah.
Fitness.
Uh,
Want to go B?
Here, see, I was thinking C. There's like.
Do you see a T-shirt? Is there like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
T-shirt
this
pick?
one. It doesn't really look like. Like I feel like
I'd call this like
as
a.
much as
I'd call this like a B though. Like
Alright.
I'd call you a B in
I'm a B in
fitness.
fitness?
Yeah, like I think this guy's like about as fit as I am, and like
Yeah.
I'd call my like we're B's. Yeah, like I
thought of us as more B's, but
I don't think I'm a C. But all right,
I'm also always more critical of myself.
B. Implied provisions. I mean, you got to give him an A, right?
So is it his own provisions or his parents' provisions?
Well,
I guess like
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how a man can get the provisions, whether he.
Well, it depends. Is his parents gonna get all the money he wants, or is it just like here's a little bit of money that
I mean, he's
do with what you want
for the
that's
sake
it.
of dating another like
Yeah.
23-year-old
I mean,
girl. He's
I would
probably gonna.
give him-
Yeah, he deserves an A, I think. And distinction.
He looks pretty.
Definitely has a distinct name.
His face
Definitely,
looks
he dresses well. I think.
Give him.
Yeah, I'll give him an A.
I feel like the sunglasses kind of make him more generic though.
Sure. ABAA.
3.5.
All right. Now we got Regina.
Regina George. Stripe.
Is yours less delayed than my TV?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, okay. Regina.
I mean, you don't need to hold it. See it or something.
And the only other pick we
Well, I
have
could
of
tell
Regina
you.
is this one. I can even just do it like that.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Regina, 27. Actions speak louder than words. I need someone who can game with me, not without me. Located in Newport, Pennsylvania, 5'2", smokes often, has
Smokes in
kids,
Newport.
blah. Drinks occasionally. Cats, horror, TV and movies, desserts, tattoo and piercing shops, sleep, video games. She sounds like a fucking
I mean, there's video
kind of
games.
like a nightmare to me.
Okay.
Um,
Demeter Jackson said, next.
that's what I'm saying. Like Regina gets the fucking immediate DQ for me, but
She likes cats.
probably
And video game. And wants the game with you.
yeah,
Not
but
without you.
she's a single mom.
Of
Dude.
course.
Fucking. All right, we can discuss this. What does she get in femininity? I mean, single moms deserve what? C's and D's in femininity.
I mean, isn't it feminine to be a mom?
It's feminine to be a married mom. It's not feminine to be a
That's
single
just
mom.
Traditional. Feminine.
Well, like femininity is
Being
a
a
tradition.
mom
Is a
is-
tradition of gender. Like
Yeah, but it doesn't make it.
What do you want to give her? Do you want to give her a C? She's a smoker. She's
like the smoker.
she's an occasional
Is she into
drinker.
tattoos too, or-
She's into tattoo parlors. Like yeah,
Where
like
is that?
it's in the first page. She's like, I'm into tattoo parlors.
Where is it? I still don't see it.
It's it says. Wait, I guess this one. Tattoo
Oh,
and
there.
piercing shops. Sleep. Who's into sleep?
Oh.
Like a bum is into fucking sleep. Like everybody sleeps. You don't need to fucking
K-Pen
put it in.
said, I love me a girl with tats LeMayo.
I do. I do too if they're tasteful, but like I don't want her to. Okay.
I mean, I guess I'll give her.
C.
I think
Beauty.
kind of- I
Beauty.
can speak louder than words.
Yeah. Like, I mean, no shit. You got a fucking child. That speaks volumes about you, Regina.
So
K-Pen said, a bum is deaf someone who puts sleep she's lazy and doesn't shower often and has armpit hair.
I don't know about the
a
armpit
lot
hair.
of assumptions.
Probably not the armpit hair,
There's a pic
but
with her armpits out. Not not straight out. But like, doesn't look like she has hair.
well, there is like the X blocking it, so you can't see. If there were to be armpit hair,
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to tell by this picture.
I also don't
K-Pen
think she
said,
posts the
lots of
picture.
assumptions, I'm just kidding.
I know. But she's a bum. Like if you add sleep to your interests, like you're a fucking bum. And what are we on beauty? Like she's beautiful, but she's what? Just like a B, I guess.
Yeah, years.
B or a C. Let's give her a. Let's be favorable. Give her a B in beauty. Modesty.
Probably.
D. Let's give her a D in
You're way
modesty.
from me.
Youth.
K-Pen said, natural beauty is best but some of us need some help with makeup, just not too much.
Yeah. I don't like she seems like beauty is her like one redeeming quality.
Yeah.
Like beauty is everyone. I think we're like the pendulum is shifting as a society. We're like finally starting to treat beauty where it belongs, like as this like dwindling resource amongst people that it lasts in your 20s and 30s, and then your beauty is for men and women is your beauty's basically gone. You know what I mean? So
Oh, there's Gray Fox. Gray Wolf.
what are women? Gray fox? No, gray fox is a
Women usually, but men usually are considered more.
yeah. That's yeah. Okay. And youth 27 gets a
I mean, if
C.
you're talking about women, it'd be a cougar.
Yeah.
Usually.
CBDC.
That's
K-Pen said, silver fox.
yeah, Silver Fox.
2.0
They
is.
call him Gray Wolf too. I feel like
I've never heard that. All right, so here's the profile that's gonna send me directly to Satan. I'm going to hell for this one. This is Toby. Your name is Toby. So Toby looks like he's got palsy. I didn't search specifically for Toby he's
Toby wants to be your friend.
he came up like this is Toby. Your name is Toby. It is a little bit delayed on my shit too. But like he's wearing
Said, Toby looks a little lost.
Toby's wearing a Barbie shirt in all of his pictures. He's got a pink Barbie shirt. Yeah. I'll let you look at this in a second. That's Toby. Your name is Toby. All right. Well, this is very delayed, but he's climbing a tree. Very, very masculine. Toby is. Hey, heart.
Said he's channeling his sexuality. That's okay.
Hey, heart. I'm Toby Smiles, a 21-year-old influencer with cerebral palsy, passionate about fashion and Starbucks. I'm a girly boy who loves to inspire and make people happy. Catch me on the runway and sipping my Toby chip frappuccino. Let's make fabulous memories together.
Why does he name it after himself?
He's a partner at YouTube. Good for him.
He also works at Starbucks. That helps my stock.
Wait, he doesn't work there. He's just passionate about it.
I'm also passionate about it.
Located in Fairless Hills, partner at YouTube, never smokes, high school diploma, never drinks, Christian.
Wait, what's a partner at YouTube? That's someone who's like...
Who's monetized and... Yeah.
So wait, you said he's an
influencer?
Said, in the gay world we call him a twink.
Oh, so you're gay?
You're gay.
I think Dev's saying he's gay. Christian, English, Spanish, from Burlington, New Jersey, Cairn University, Northern Burlington County Regional High School. He loves frappe coffee, and he likes getting frapped in his little feminine face with a penis. Here's Toby, 21. So, do we judge? We gotta judge him on the man scale, right? So,
why are we judging?
his dating app's there. Like I don't like. All right, masculinity. What did he get? D.
Barbie shirts.
Fitness. I mean,
This says he's a girly boy.
Fitness. It's got to be a D, right? Like, he's got cerebral palsy, so like it's nothing against Toby. Like
I know neither is the masculinity part, but
a D.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like youth if we put him in the other category.
I can't see a world where Toby gets. See, like Toby is actually probably fortunate to be gay, yeah, because like there's no world where a woman
said, "OMG, I feel awful. I didn't know he had CP."
There's no world where a woman would take him seriously, but I think he could find a gay dude who is like willing.
Does it say?
No, we're making some.
Friendship. I don't know if he's even looking for a partner in general.
Maybe he might be asexual,
yeah.
But
also like there are a few women that do like girly guys. It's just not very common.
Okay.
And it would be so hard to find it.
Implied provisions. He's a partner at YouTube,
yeah,
so
that's pretty. I don't know if you make that much.
You can. We don't know his like follower count, but like
I don't think a lot of people make a lot. You can be. I feel like there's probably a lot of partners.
Okay, so does
it say anything else? That's his only job?
Yeah.
High school diploma.
He went to like a couple universities,
he
but
went to Cairn. No, just Cairn, and then he went to high school, Northern.
All right, do we want to give him like a B? All right, we'll give him a B. And distinction. I mean, he's very distinct. Like he might get an A in distinction. Toby's the Toby fucks. Like who are we kidding, dude? Toby probably women are probably creaming their panties for
like,
Toby.
How many Tobys are you gonna see out there, women?
Say it. Say your name is Toby. Oh, Toby. All right. Now we got Chenoa.
Wait, are we giving the
yeah. What is
DDBA? What was it?
Distinction. Is it an
well,
A? Yeah, DDBA.
2.2. Not bad.
No. All right, now we got Chenoa.
What are these?
I think she's like a stripper. This is what she posted. Christian.
Well, that's disqualifying for my job.
I mean, she's got a fatty. She's got a fatty. Chenoa.
Don't trust the big button.
Right. Who's that? Poison?
No, well, that
girl is poison.
Bell, Biv, Bell.
Chenoa, 19, Wrightstown, New Jersey. Woman, straight, monogamous, single, looking for men, long-term dating. A very incomplete profile.
Jesus, what is she wearing?
Nothing.
Literally just wearing like stockings. Oh my gosh.
She's got a big fat old ass.
Straight monogamous.
Yeah, you know how to attract them, Chenoa.
Yeah, you're gonna get a monogamous relationship with that. Looking for long-term dating. Are you sure?
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
This is all they have. Like, it's just literally a picture.
That's all that was available.
She's 19. What?
Someone's parents failed miserably. So
She looks like she's had 10 BBLs. How is she 19 with that?
So
Did you already show it to the camera?
yeah. So her femininity. I mean, like, I don't necessarily think it's like a. Nah, like.
Because I
won't give it an A. Yeah, like stripping is not the most
but we
feminine
also are just
profession.
assuming, but also that picture is not.
Like she's either in
that's
porn
like more
or
of the modesty part. She's a D in modesty for sure.
yeah.
but
I kind of like. She's got a fucking cross on her wrist. Fucking sacrilegious. She's a fucking heathen. And
that's like every stripper in real life. Like they
look,
all,
I don't know if you can see it, but she's got a cross
Mm-hmm.
on her wrist. Wait,
like her right wrist.
wait. Do I want
Kate M.
to?
said, would you guys date a female bodybuilder? Not like a
Nah.
toned chick, like straight beef baby.
No,
Nah,
I'm
I
not-
wouldn't.
I'm not even into like that much muscle.
Yeah, I agree. I want some soft. I want some
Although you
soft
like,
handles.
What Melina, or Destiny.
Oh my god, dude. I would let her fucking peel my cock like a banana.
Like I feel like hers is like the like. edge,
She's the
right?
yeah.
Like,
She's the threshold
she's
of
the
how
threshold, which
masculine.
is still good.
And honestly, like you wouldn't even notice it unless you like look at her
Unless
biceps. Like her,
yeah.
like her biceps are crazy, but like the rest of her body is totally normal.
Kate M. said, you want some soft handles for your even softer flaccidness?
Soft. I just want like skinny.
Nah, I want some.
Well, I guess soft in some areas.
I want some love handles that I can like fucking grip.
Gonna slide off.
Fucking Chenoa, femininity. I can't give her an A.
All right, I'd say a B.
B. Beauty.
I don't know, like, she is pretty. Like I like her face,
Yeah, honestly,
but
I mean the ass. There's a good chance the ass is totally fake.
it's just
So
way too much. I
yeah,
would say a B.
B.
still.
Okay. She's gonna grade really high because guys like a
Kate
fucking.
M. said, you don't want your chick to be able to bench press you? That's hot.
I mean, not really.
Modesty D. And youth, she is 19, so she gets the A for you. Like I said, she's gonna grade really well
It's not
for.
because of the ass. It's because of like, because we're only.
It's because guys care about the fucking guys care about the beauty, and like guys care about beauty and youth. That's where our priorities lie as consumers. So BBDA, what does that get her?
2 points.
2.75.
Looks like a little above average.
Just like if what was his name, Chahan or Chahat? Just like if Chahat was like a trust fund oil prince and he never worked for $1 of his own money, he still grades high because women value implied provisioning and distinction, you know, and Chahat was high in those, you know, so
I feel like they would probably value like his, what's it called? I think of the term like when
like
your
entrepreneurial
future
or
growth possibly.
trajectory or
Like, It's not the word I'm thinking of, but kind of like.
All right,
like
we
his
are.
ability to do better.
Yeah.
Whatever that term is, like there's a term for it. A very obvious term.
Potential.
Potential, yeah.
Okay. We are on to Manny. He's surrounded by bitches. That's a very good sign. I mean, they could be sex workers. Who knows?
Oh my God.
Or he could just be like the fucking man and he fucks.
Or what? All friends.
Here's him on a staircase and
On a stoop.
and
Afraid to leave a stoop.
Manny ain't afraid to leave a stoop. Where is he there? He's like on a train. So that, I mean, I don't see any vehicles. That might die. Well, he's all right. He's only 22. Manny's 22.
The other guy was 23.
He's an oil prince though. Just going with the flow and seeing how things go. Matrix Manny 420. I like that.
Instagram?
That's his Snapchat. Anime, Chernie. He's an anime guy. Video games and culture are dope as hell. Moving to Georgia soon. Got an Airbnb in Bensalem right now. Located in Bensalem, 5'5". Smokes often. Yo, we should start doing this. Let's grade him as a potential roommate. All right, he's got implied provision. He can pay the rent each month. All right, that's Manny, 22.
He's kind of like every race.
He's like the United Nation. His stable horse of bitch is like the United Nation. Oh God, I almost fucking.
You have an interest in anime TV now?
What do we give Manny for masculinity? I think he's. I think that's fair.
Why is he pointing at Cookie?
on his beanie.
That is.
Smoking that cookie. Fitness. You can't really tell. It would be unfair to.
I mean, his second picture you can kind of see. I'd say he's probably like.
Be implied provisions. I mean, he's renting an Airbnb, which I don't know the logistics, but I don't think that is as.
It's like a lot of money, but it's not like a little. But he's high school diploma. It doesn't really say much. I feel like it.
See, yeah, I think that's fair. He's on a subway in one picture, so that's not great. Distinction. I think distinction. Yeah, I'd give. I mean, I'd give him like a maybe even an
A.
Yeah, I'll give him an A for distinction. BBCA.
3.
3.0. All right, Manny. You can move in with us if you want. All right, now we got Skylar.
You listen?
I think, oh my God, Skylar's gonna get fucking a 4.0, dude. Skylar is a hot tamale. I got so many. She did a thorough, full
4 pages.
That's good. Like, people want a big, thorough, like fucking body of work so they can. Oh wait, yeah. All right, Skylar. You can see she's pretty. I love the thick framed glasses. You can trust a big butt and a smile with Skylar because she's got them both. Here's her big tuckus. And she's also got like a fairly attractive friend. So delayed. I just want to.
Kate M said, "Damn."
Yeah, it's Scott. Skylar, I am the danger. Wait, hold up. I have this. Right? Yeah.
Let me clue you in. I'm in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot. You think that of me? The one who knocks.
Who was Skylar in that again?
His wife.
Oh, right.
So, Skylar, let's talk about her. Looking for a relationship. Respectfully, only like me if you're from Pennsylvania. That's fair. Located in Indiana, Pennsylvania, 5'4", IRMC. What is that? That's not Marine Corps, is it?
Maybe.
If you guys in the chat know what IRMC is, let us know. Doesn't
Indiana
have
Regional Medical Center.
okay.
Not from Indiana.
Yeah, no, she's from Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's a nurse, I would assume.
Probably.
Doesn't have kids. High school diploma. Drinks occasionally. Catholic. English from Indiana, Pennsylvania. Indiana area senior high school. I mean, this is what I'm looking for. When I sit down in front of my computer to scout talent, this is what I'm looking for. I think of Skylar, and I think Skylar deserves a 4.0. I mean, maybe. Well, let's actually.
On your youth, she won't already.
What age is she? 24. All right, so she gets a B in youth.
Should be an A because 18 to 24 would be my cutoff.
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty, A plus for her.
Yeah, I'll give her an A.
A in beauty. Modesty, I don't. She does like show off her big fat rump.
Not even that.
I mean, like it's a bubble butt, and it's like it looks like it would
She's showing her ass.
Yeah. So B in modesty.
Like, it's not like she's showing.
Yeah, she's not doing what Chinoa is doing. Like Chinoa's.
Well, obviously it's not a D. But like,
a B in modesty.
B,
yeah. And youth. Oh shit! Wait, no, youth. She gets the B.
Yeah.
Femininity.
Oh,
do you think femininity should be an A?
That's like.
She's not like. She looks like she's interested in like
girly.
You think she deserves an A?
Yeah.
Okay. Skylar gets AABB.
Or wait, 3.5.
Yeah, AABB.
3.5.
3.5. So far, Chahat and Skylar graded the highest.
They graded the same. I feel like I would be way more into Skylar.
Well, that's because you're a man, like...
That's because I'm not into, like when just showing off their entire body and looking like they're actually going to be working at a strip club.
This guy kind of looks like Jimmy Butler.
What?
He kind of looks like Jimmy Butler. Look at him. Hold up a sec. This is not Jimmy Butler. But like I think he looks like Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he's got the
And he's wearing who's number 6 on the NBA All-Star team? What if it's Jimmy Butler? He's Jimmy Butler.
I know? There's like a bunch of it could be like old All-Star team.
That's sorry, let me read. Raise the kids. So he has kids, kids.
Raise the kids.
This is what he does. This is what he does all day. He raise the kids, work, blow trees, music, Xbox, so simple. Located in Fairless Hills, PA, 5'7", owner-operator at Quick Care Quality Products. So like maybe he's got a CDL or something like that. Smokes often, has kids, high school diploma, drinks occasionally, other religion, English from somewhere in New Jersey, Millville. Oh, he's from Millville, I think. Millville Senior High School. I'm secretly good at massages. Well, if you say it, then it's not secret. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think this guy will grade super high. And I think, I mean, if I was a woman, I'd be equally as uninterested in a single father as a single mother.
It's funny because I think girls tend to like single fathers. They think they're kids.
I mean, that's fair, but I think most women are fairly given the opportunity to have no interest in single fathers, and I think a lot of men are like kind of shamed into dealing with it, you know?
Who's shamed into dealing?
Like just like you know, like high value.
Like only if you're already in a relationship. I don't think you're shamed for not. Like if you just like never dated.
So, what do you give naught for masculinity?
Why is his name Naught?
This is like a Boston accent.
Naught.
What do you give naught?
What was it,
Masculinity? I feel like he's like
probably like
I'd give him like a B, I'd say. B. I mean, like, it's not masculine to just smoke weed and play video games and raise kids all day.
I
like,
mean, it's not great.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's masculine.
I think like
That's a-
yeah. Fitness. I think fitness wise he might
basketball.
he might get a A. You say?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Implied provisions. Probably like a fucking.
He's an owner though.
Does it say, it says owner
Yeah,
operator?
owner/operator at Quick Care Quality. I don't know what that is, but
All right, so give him a B. Yeah.
Years.
I mean, he's probably given a lot of his money away in child support.
Plus he's also getting a lot of money.
Yeah. C, do we say?
Sure.
And distinction. Fairly distinguished.
Yeah, he looks just like Jimmy Butler. That's very distinct.
Do we want to go B?
Like B, probably.
B, yeah. All right. BACB.
That's a
3?
B.
All right. And if you get tired of these, we can move on. I think Ayana deserves to grade pretty high here. Ayana from
Chat needs to get back in here.
Yeah, chat. I mean, chat. Let us know what you think of Ayana.
We need more likes, or we're gonna shut this shit down.
Well, chat. We need at least 100,000 likes, or we gonna shut this shit down. That's ridiculous. That's the kind of shit that Kevin Samuel would say, though. He'd be like, not 100,000, but he'd be like, we need at least 3,000 likes in the next 30 seconds, or I'm shutting this shit down. Like, and people would he would just like threaten his chat, and they'd be like, no, don't go.
We love you.
Ayana, 23, from Darby, Pennsylvania, woman, straight, monogamous, single, average build. I think she's like got a fit build. Black, other religion, Aquarius, other political beliefs. I like that. Self-employed, high school, English, vegetarian, doesn't smoke cigarettes, drinks sometimes, never smokes marijuana, doesn't have kids but might want them, has cats, looking for men, long-term
I
dating.
feel like you wouldn't like a vegetarian.
Why not? Like,
Because they'll probably impose it on you.
I mean, I will be like, no. Like,
And then she'll be like, all right, we're not dating.
So, what do you give Ayana for femininity? I feel like, yeah, I think it could be an A. Beauty. Youth. She's 23.
So,
B. And
modesty.
modesty.
B or
I think, I don't,
maybe A.
yeah, like, what would make you want to go against an
Ryan
A?
McMullen said she could get a Roth over her head.
She could get a roof over her head. Yo, where's Nasty? Where's Demontre? Where's some of my brothers at talking about this beautiful Ayana? I think she deserved for modesty. Is there A? All right. So she can get a roof over her head. What does AABA grade to?
3.75.
She takes the cake so far. How does she go above Skylar? Because Skylar showed her butt. It's fucking bullshit, dude.
She showed her butt. It's bullshit for showing your butt.
Yeah, like It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that Skylar fell down in the comment. Ayana's coming in. She's coming in. She's got the natural hair. She can get a roof over her head. Ayana is really. She showed out at the compound in Indy. Now wait, another Ayana or oh shit, sorry. Wait, hold up. Wait, we graded her too fast. We graded her too fast.
Oh God, what do we have that's gonna knock her down?
Not necessarily anything, but here's more on Ayana. Maybe I'm actually funny.
Ryan McMullen said, "Share. Are you business casual, RN?"
Yeah. He's asking you if you're BCD. Yeah, he's BCD. He's wearing his American Heritage quarter zip.
This is actually new. We got a couple.
And you know I'm always business casual. All right, so Ayana, I'm actually funny. After 2 shots of tequila, I sound like Riley from the Boondocks.
What?
Is that a boy or a girl?
That's a boy.
Okay. I have 2 cats.
Kids are like they sound like girls.
Oh, I have 2 cats. Well, actually 1 now since the other one ran away. Oh. I love 80s fashion too. Lover boys only. Hopeless romantics only.
What are lover?
I think it's like a Drake thing, maybe.
Oh.
Contrary to popular beliefs, I love a clingy man. He says that, but it's not something that typically gets women hot. Is there anything in that picture that docks her? I think
in modesty, probably.
Really? Okay.
It's like a Jessica Rabbit kind of outfit.
Yeah. Oh, so like Skylar's gonna stay the top dog. I like it.
Tied with 2 other people.
Wait.
Because I would say a B.
Yeah, I agree. She does have a clavicle tat, which is not the most. All right. So what is what is ABBA?
Yeah.
Okay. So Scott, so after the combine, Ayana ends up falling in the draft, and you know there's still gonna be some man that walks away with her on draft day and is gonna be very happy for his selection, but you know, right now it is not. All right, we got Mertcon. He looks like a little bit of a vagabond. Mertcon is here. He's like on a fishing dock, like a real Otis Redding type. You know what I mean? Sitting on a dock in the bay. But yo, he looks like he probably cleans up pretty well. Here he's in a little bit more of a fancy outfit.
Ryan McMullen said, "Vagabond. Excellent word."
But but you know what? This vagabond fucks vagabond. He fucks. Mertcon fucks. He's playing a guitar. You know who plays guitars? People who fuck, dude. Like that's who plays guitars. Is it showing up? Yeah. Dude. He's wearing like a Sherpa. Got a pretty plain belt. Pretty not the most distinguished gentleman, but here, I'll let you look through Mertcon and I'll read about him. Mertcon, he's only 23. This guy's probably fucking his heart out. Let's see where it goes. Located in Levittown, Pennsylvania, 5'7", smokes occasionally, doesn't have kids, college degree at 23. I feel like, I guess that's...
Why is this chair in
the water? So he's dipping his toes.
He's not even sitting on the top of the bay. He's sitting in the bay.
Doesn't have kids, college degree, drinks occasionally, English from Philadelphia, Afyon Kosatepe University, Vagler, Hashin, Dordu, Anadolu, Ieshi. So, like, I mean, he's a foreigner. You don't need this.
Well, I wanted to see what you were reading. Yeah, like a French voice.
I think, if I had to guess, I think he's from, like, Turkey or Croatia or one of those places. What does he get in masculinity? What is his name? Furcon? Like
Isn't that like
Korkmaz?
yeah. I'd give him like a. You want to give him?
I don't know. Like I kind of want to give him an A. Like the guitar is like the guitar is the most masculine instrument in the world.
Okay.
I mean, he's growing like a nice full beard. He's got like a. He looks. I mean, kind of looks like he like fucks. You know. Kind of want to give him an A in masculinity. Is that fair? All right. What do we give him in fitness? I wouldn't go as far as giving him an A. C. You're so harsh with the fitness.
Is he fit? He didn't look that fit.
No, but like when I see C, I think of like a dad bod, and then like no, like I think D is like
bod step up from fat.
Yeah, like when I see,
I think a dad bod is fat.
I think B's are like. Or B's are just like skinny, skinny normal people. Like you and me and Rye, like we are just B's in fitness.
But like,
A's
is that
like
kind of on the same level as someone who's fat if you don't have any muscle?
Kelly Bullock said, "Why don't you show the crowd the dude's pic?" Ryan McMullen said, "I think Chris likes this guy."
All right, yeah, no, I did. You just, all right.
You weren't here.
Yeah. This is why I got this camera, so I can show. This is Furcon. This guy, Chernie grades as a C in fitness. I think that is.
Kelly Bullock said, "Lol." Kelly Bullock said, "Sorry, I missed it." Perfect.
Okay. I think Furcon deserves a bare minimum a B in fitness. Right? He's only 23. Definitely, if he took his fitness seriously, he could maybe even get up to an A.
We're not talking about potential.
No, I know. but he's got a nice vanilla body. Like nothing to dock him any lower than a B, in my opinion. Are we okay with giving him a B? Okay. Furcon gets a B in fitness, an A in masculinity. I do like him. Implied provisions. He's very very vagabondish.
What was his? Did he have a job or anything?
I don't think
School, diploma, college.
Yeah, it doesn't list his career. Only says has a college degree. Doesn't even say what college degree. I mean,
usually they don't say.
But like, he's probably gonna end up in porn, like just fucking. Probably just gonna. He's just gonna fuck. Like he's gonna fuck his way through this life. Right. he's just gonna strum the guitar.
Porn, you have to have the ability to just keep it up like for a long
you just
time.
Just take a bunch of fucking Viagra and just play that.
Said red flag, triangular flag on post.
Wait, why? What's red flag? Is that that it doesn't say his job?
Or all right. That he would be in porn.
All right, but either way, like this is where he gets knocked. Implied provisions. Do we want to go C? Yeah, I think C's fair. Yeah. And distinction. I mean,
he's pretty.
Yeah, like. All right, A B C A is a 3.25. 3.2. We're almost done here. I think this girl Kate's gonna grade high.
Kate M. said, "Unless he's an FBI, CIA, or an intelligence of any sort."
I think Kate is gonna grade high. She's slim.
Kate.
She's slim, thick. She's 5'2". She's got like a nice little body on her. Not like fucking. Not a muscle mommy, but like she's got some curves.
Not like Muscle Princess from.
Wait, I don't know if I've seen that episode.
She's like, well, she's in a.
Kate M. said, "Why did you put me on there?"
Are you 5'2"? That does sound like about your height. All right, Kate. She's this Kate's from Orange, New Jersey. Okay, I do kind of remember her. Kate, 23, Orange, New Jersey. I'm pro-choice. woman, straight, monogamous, single, she, her, 5'2", average build, Asian.
Kate M. said, sure am.
Catholicism, Capricorn, liberal. Well, it's not you. Employed full-time, undergraduate degree, English, omnivore, doesn't smoke cigarettes, never smokes marijuana, doesn't have kids, but might want them. I mean, see, I feel like I want a girl who knows what she wants in life. I don't want this like indecisive ass bitch. Like,
I mean, I don't care.
Kate M. said, face rolling on the floor laughing.
she's doing this again. No, didn't you learn your lesson?
Rolling on the floor laughing. Face 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 rolling on the floor laughing. Ryan McMullen said, Catholic and pro-choice? Kate M. said, right?
Yeah, Catholic and pro-choice. All right. She
Kate M. said, oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. She's proving that she's indecisive. She doesn't know what she wants. A decision as important as giving birth should be something that you know whether you want to do it or don't want to do it.
I mean, it's hard to say when you want that. It changes over.
Well,
Usually people don't want kids when they're teenagers.
I mean, and like sometimes the decision's made for you when you turn.
People want kids when they're still a kid. So they like play like those games where they're like mom and dad and stuff.
Anyway, she doesn't have kids but might want them. Has cats, has dogs, looking for men, long-term dating, new friends, short-term dating. Well, you're gonna get kids if you short-term date. I mean, it's very likely, unless you're gonna abort your child, in which case.
They wear condoms. Don't you think that's 100% effective?
Yeah, but I mean, she probably doesn't know what she wants. She's probably like, no, take the condom off, like, and then.
Okay.
My self-summary. You're semi-blind, matcha-loving, unhinged cat lady next door neighbor. This profile is like it's hurting her. Current goal: trying to get my cat to like me. I mean
like
that's a fair goal.
Being more likable.
I like to make money. Well, I mean,
I like to make money.
yeah, like I just hope that you're not willing to compromise on your morals to make money. The first thing people notice about me is my thick ass.
Okay.
It's not very modest, or glasses. I feel like this is like
Kate
a very.
M. said, what if there's a hole in a churnie?
Huh?
What were we talking about? What if there's a hole in it? In her thick ass? Like
I mean, everyone has a hole there, but a hole in what? Hole in one?
This item makes.
Ryan McMullen said, the condom.
the condom.
Kate M.
No,
said, condoms.
I'm talking about Bullock's point where he thinks they're 100% effective.
If you have a little micro penis, it's very unlikely you're gonna poke a hole in a condom. Their elasticity is
What if
definitely.
it's like sharp and micro?
If you have a sharp penis, if you have a little pencil dick,
Yeah,
it's
pencil
definitely
dick,
gonna
yeah.
increase the likelihood. But like a big long honking pencil dick is going to.
Ryan McMullen said, she sound like a thought.
She does. She sounds very cliche. This item makes me feel at home. My house. I like the cleverness, like the dry humor.
What?
This item makes me feel at home. My house. Like it's I like that.
You call that an item? But
It is. It's like a house is an
it's
item.
grounded.
The last. Wait, Kate's. All right.
Yo, Pop.
Kate M. said, facts Rishia Bob.
The last show I binged, Modern Family. When I die, I will decompose. I like her, like
dry, dark humor.
yeah, I like her dry humor. I hope she doesn't have a dry vagina though.
I will around you.
Oh, is our stream coming in okay? It says that it's buffering on my shit. Is it buffering now? I think we're frozen.
Still showing on
Because it's frozen on there.
on there.
And it's frozen on here.
On YouTube, it's
Skip ahead to. You guys are good, says Rye. Okay. Okay.
Kate M.
Oh.
said, you guys are good.
Sorry. What's her name? Kate. Her name's Kate.
Kate.
All right. What do you give Kate for femininity?
Ryan McMullen said, "You guys are good." Kate M said, "Not frozen."
What do you get? You give her a B for femininity? No, like a B's fair. I think she's gonna be like. I think she's gonna receive pretty mediocre grades. Beauty. I think she's. Yeah. Modesty. My thick ass is
I'd say
C. Yeah. Although, like I do.
I
do want to plow a nice.
You don't want a modest. So why is it on you?
I want a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. So like, I don't want her to be.
You are to be modest.
Modest to everybody, but a whore to me. And youth. How old is she?
Kate M said, "Bob."
She's a bop.
23.
She's a fun time girl. Yeah, that's all she is. She's a little smutty fun time girl.
23. She's a B.
So she's a B. What is BBBC? Big black cock.
2.75.
2.75. Okay. On to Callie. If you like those little goth girls. 18. From Stafford Township, New Jersey. She's pro-choice. Ugh. Woman, straight, monogamous, single, looking for men, long-term dating. My self-summary: I want to be taken care of, to be given attention and loyalty. I love touch, loving words, looks, gifts, simple gestures that remind me you do genuinely care. Yeah, like, and I
You don't favor one, you're just all of them.
I think I'm kind of all of them
You're
too.
all of them?
Yeah, like I do favor some, but like. Yeah, I favor some, but like...
Mine's definitely words of affirmation, quality time.
That is Callie. Or is it Kaylee?
Probably Kaylee.
Kaylee, right?
Or Kylie. K-A-I.
Alright, but I'm calling her Kaylee for... femininity.
I'm surprised that she doesn't put that in her bio, how to pronounce a lot of them.
Yeah, that would be appropriate. What do you give her femininity? Yeah.
Kate M said, "She's def low-key a freak but psycho."
yeah. But like, I mean, like a low-key freak is the best kind of freak. You know, you just don't want like a freak that's, you know, freaking everybody on the boulevard. You know. Femininity, you give her a B?
Yeah.
Okay. Beauty.
Right.
Yeah, give her a B. Modesty.
I mean, she's not like showing any skin really.
Yeah, like does she say it? She doesn't really say anything.
She wants attention.
I think a B.
She likes
A B once again.
Yeah, probably.
B.
She's gonna be a B all. I think she's an A in you.
Yeah, she is. So BBBA. Big A.
Kate M said, "No, that's great for your physical life, but psycho you stay away from."
3.25.
3.25? Wait, for B's?
Yeah.
BBBAs?
A straight B would be a...
Okay, 3.25. All right, we are almost
Kate
done
M
here. I don't think
said,
we're gonna go.
"I knew Chris would like this one, Romeo."
The goth one?
I don't know if we should maybe go through all of these. There's All right, so I can see John Pa's nipples. I can see Autamar's nipples.
Who are these people?
These
Are
girls.
these
These
guys?
no.
Those sound like guy names.
Yeah, like the foreigners. Here we'll do Sue Ellen. Like
Sue Ellen?
Lou Ellen.
1940.
No, from No Country for Old Men. Lou Ellen, you gonna tell me where you got that briefcase of money? You keep talking that trash, I'm gonna take you in the back and screw you. Here's Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen, like, looks fairly modest, fairly beautiful. Kind of like a plain Jane. 26, Westfield, New Jersey. Woman, straight, monogamous, single, looking for men, long-term dating. I'm from Brazil, and my native language is Portuguese. I don't speak Spanish. I'm trying to improve my English. You'll have a lot of fun with me, I'm sure, she says, with the emoji of, like, a muscle.
Muscle?
Like,
okay. Well, like, we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun plowing. That's what we're gonna have fun doing. I like to go out to restaurants in different places. My new hobby is going to the Disney parks.
The Disney park?
Current goal, developing confidence, respect myself more. So that means that her self-respect has lacked in the past. And work on patience. If I could only eat one food for the rest of time, it would be toasted everything bagel with cream cheese and turkey.
Wait, you did this one.
I thought so.
I definitely remember you talking about the everything bagel. The turkey.
I spend a lot of time... wait.
Kate M. said, I like her. Brazilians are beautiful and love their men.
Yeah, they do. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can become more confident, better understand my emotions, and build harmonious relationships with the people I care about.
There's multiple people that like turkey.
Or maybe I just like mixed this page in
with someone
mistakenly,
else.
but
I don't remember looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure. This is from Elizabeth.
Oh, it's not even her.
Yeah, I remember Elizabeth.
I remember.
To disregard all of that profile on the last one.
So
but
is this just her only part of her profile?
Yeah, that's Flu Ellen or Sue Ellen or what is it?
Sue Ellen.
Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen, you gonna tell me where you got all that money
Kate
from?
M. said, she sounds educated.
Which is rare for Brazilians.
Jeez.
How old is she?
26.
Well,
Same Brazilians can't be educated.
I'm not saying that they can't be, but like they need to come to America for an education. I feel like the like standard of education in Brazil is pretty.
Aren't they like the 6th highest GDP in the world or something?
Ryan McMullen said, sheesh.
Perhaps, but they have like a lot of oil, so it's probably all in like oil and tourism.
Yeah, probably.
And like deforestation efforts and like paper manufacturing.
They have a lot of oil? I don't think they're huge on oil.
I think they're pretty like. I mean, they're one of the biggest nations on Earth. So like the bigger nations.
So is China.
Well, and China's also one. China and Russia are some of the bigger. Well, I don't think Russia
OPEC
is, but
and they're not that big. Kuwait is like one of the biggest, and they're like one of the smallest countries.
yeah, but they're like Brazil has a lot going for
And
it.
Venezuela is up there.
Oh, maybe Venezuela is the one I'm thinking of for oil production. Either way, none of this has anything to do with fucking Sue Ellen and what we grade her. What's her femininity? Fairly high, right?
I don't know.
Let's say a A, I guess. Like I feel like femininity is a trait that can only be like subtracted. Like when it comes to femininity, I always like just go with an A unless. Yeah, like that too. Yeah, like so like for every like masculine thing that I hear, I deduct like a point of femininity, which I didn't hear anything from Sue Ellen, you know. Beauty. I can't give her an A, but I think a B is fair, right?
Yeah.
Modesty. She seems very modest. A. And youth. She's 26. No, 26 is C's. A, B, A, C. A 3.0. I don't want to go through all these, so where are we at? Do you think we should maybe save some of these for next time and move on with our stuff.
And Norway's 25th in oil.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you to our audience for sticking with us on that one.
So the audience is a bunch of hoes.
Our audience is a bunch of hoes. They're like talking about banging all these women. You guys are fucking disgusting. Most of you are married. All right, so recently in the news, so I downloaded this Huffington Post app, which is supposedly like
Ryan
unbiased.
McMullen said, "Catch you outside? What does that mean?"
What I just said. So Huffington Post like prides themselves on being unbiased media. What are they? Or
Highly Democratic.
okay, all right, got. Well, I mean, so I was suggested this by my.
KM said, "Ryan, I love you."
I was suggested this app from my Democratic
I wonder
therapist.
why.
So, I mean, it's impossible to have truly unbiased media.
Sure,
But-
but like some are like way more biased than others,
Yeah,
which I'm pretty sure Huff Post is like.
Ryan McMullen said, "Love you too, Kate."
I mean, to me, it didn't
They also
seem.
do
It didn't
Buzz-
seem like extremely
Isn't
biased.
BuzzFeed like really biased to the left?
I don't know.
I feel like they're very biased.
Like while I was skimming it, I did not notice extremely like biased journalism. It seemed.
I mean, maybe they've changed over time, but I
But-
feel like they
But my baby Gal Gadot,
were.
age 39, announced she discovered a brain clot while pregnant, and
A brain clot?
yeah,
Like in her?
yeah, and 3 in every 100,000 30-plus-year-old pregnant women endure this. And I think I'm noticing a trend. Do you think it is problematic that the age of first-time mothers is rising in America?
Evidence behind it.
I'm sure I could find it. This is just like my intuitive estimation. Yeah, see, average age of first-time mothers. So in the 70s,
Oh,
22. In the 70s, 22. In 2018, 27. And I mean, it's got to be just like
KM said, "I do, and I feel like I fall into that category, and I wish I had Easton way younger."
yeah, I mean it like there are obviously circumstances that make it like you
I
can't
think a big part of it is finance. Harder to like things are more expensive now, and jobs aren't like on the same level in payment as the rising prices.
yeah, like wow.
What?
So this was the first year.
KM said, "My parents had me when they were early 20s."
Yeah, my dad was. I think my dad was about 40 when he had me, but my dad was born in. Can you do the simple math? What is 1955 minus 1991?
Depending on what.
So my dad was 36 when he had me,
Mhm.
and my mom was a little bit younger than that. But anyway, the median age for women giving birth in America just hit 30 this year. The median age.
Where is that? I'm seeing the mean.
Okay.
KM said, "Nothing wrong with that."
Well, I mean, like 30 is still not like playing with matches, but I mean, yeah, like 3 in 100,000 is not very statistically likely. I mean, Gal Gadot having her first child at 39 is is
Okay.
Take them,
dangerous.
said,
The
I believe
reason-
that. Most are waiting till 30 and it's late in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think the median age is higher because there are more, like, the healthcare system has made it so that you can have
kids in
kids
the
at
40,
an
yeah.
older age. But on average, it's still within like around the 20s. But when you are having more people that can have it in like their 40s, it's
Yeah.
gonna bring the median up and not the mean as much because there's still a lot more having it in their like 20s.
But like regardless, as you can see, fucking first time parents are getting older. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's going to have ramifications. There's like you're gonna have parents more and more out of touch with their child because they're maybe sometimes separated by what, 2 generations?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, because like millennials will be having what, gen whatever the fucks, right? Like
Whatever the fuck.
gen betas, I think is the next gen or
yeah.
what.
Well, when-
Right now we're in Gen Alpha. Like
Yeah.
the kids being born right now are
Well,
Gen
yeah,
Alpha.
That's mostly millennials.
Yeah, but there are still going to be millennials that are
Sure.
having Gen
Yeah.
Betas, you know, like so. It's
K10 said, but I think this generation is more focused on being insanely successful versus starting families like our
Yeah.
parents did.
100%. I think that is like 100% what, like, where this trend is coming from, and like for some good reason. Like, and I don't think that if you're 20, I don't think if you're 20, 24 years old, you need to just settle for getting impregnated by like the first guy that you see just because you're in the peak of your, fertility. But like,
Unless it's you.
unless it's me, unless you see me, and unless I'm the first guy that you see, then definitely settle for me and get impregnated by me. All right, so we just watched It Ends With Us.
Mhm.
And Blake Lively, age 37, is suing It Ends.
37.
Yeah. Which is
Wait, she's suing.
K10 said, not to say our parents didn't have good jobs, but we didn't need to live the way people feel the need to live up to. Kelly Bullock said, BS. You kids are just taking longer to get successful.
Nah, I think
That's the boomer mindset.
you call my mom a boomer? I mean,
she probably is a boomer.
I think she's Gen
Or is she
X.
Gen X?
Yeah,
When
she's
was she
like
born?
she's the older Gen X, I think.
When was she born?
I don't
K10
know.
said,
Like,
I agree,
yeah,
Kelly,
like,
10,000%.
she's kept that like secret,
Boomers
like
are
the
1946 to 1964.
you could be a boomer then.
Kelly Bullock said, I am 1 year after boomers.
What is? Yeah, so that's what I was saying. She's
So
an old.
1965.
So how old was she when she had me? What's
If she's 65, if
what's-
it's 1965, then
that doesn't sound
Wait.
right. 26 to
you
90.
said
or-
1991, right?
yeah.
If she was born in 1965, that would be 26.
All right, we're doing the math, Mom. Were you like she's kept her age. She's kept her age like the fucking lost city of El Dorado for me. I've never
But
pried.
your dad
and-
knows her age. You never asked your dad?
No, I don't
Like,
know.
he would have to know, right?
Okay, no addition, buttholes.
What he said?
Kelly Bullock said, okay, no addition buttholes.
But all right, we'll fucking get off this subject. But Blake Lively, 37, is suing It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni. Why did I fucking write director?
Oh, is
twice?
this Huffington Post thing?
Yeah, for harassment and an alleged social media smear campaign. Like,
What did he do?
it seems like she's like celebrating Happy Sue Year like early, like, and just suing people
What,
to
was
get.
this year?
No, this was like, this was right after the movie came out last year. So, but I mean, like, from the looks of things, he probably treated her normal. Like, she didn't.
But how do you? Why would he smear her on social media?
Because she's probably
But like, I'm like, what is there to? I guess.
This is what the Me Too movement loves to do, is they just pile on when some man is.
That doesn't sound like a Me Too movement.
Well, Kate Beckinsale, who's 51, had to rush to the limelight about being allegedly groped on set.
Okay, well then that's SA. That's not like social media.
But like there were multiple women who also worked with this director and like on the set with Kate Beckinsale and said like there was no.
I feel like there has to be more specifics on what Blake Lively said though. It's just saying social media smearing. That's like a completely different thing. That doesn't sound that.
It was extremely vague, and there was like zero corroboration in both of their stories, which is probably why nothing will come of it, other than like a huge waste of like taxpayer dollars to have to pay a judge to overhear these cases, but
wait, Justin Baldoni is the director?
Yeah.
And the main actor?
Is he? He's Bryle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Or
it says he's an actor.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, he's the actor and director. But Kate said multiple people on set referred to her as a bitch and a cunt. Well, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Maybe it is just a duck, Kate.
It's also not like SA or anything.
Well, she was injured in choreographed fight scenes.
Wow. Wait, there were fight scenes?
This is Kate Beckinsale, not Blake Lively. But there were fight scenes. Just
not fight scenes. You see.
Yeah,
not even. I feel like they wouldn't really abuse the person in.
But well, I don't know what movie Kate Beckinsale is referring to. But this is what I don't like. She said she accused some men of getting a thrill out of being permitted to legally harm a woman. Like these are because it's in a movie or something. But these are like
it's not legal if they're actually doing it. They're supposed to be faking it.
But these are like acting professionals. Like I highly doubt these guys are getting off on fucking brutalizing women and shit like that, Yeah, right. My dad is 69.
Why did you say that?
I love how my coworker Lindsay calls these my Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. And I still need to get that.
Why do you love that? You want to be Jeffrey Dahmer?
We're just doing gay stuff. And then Angelina Jolie, 49, and Brad Pitt reached divorce settlement after 8 years. It took them 8 years to get divorced. Brad Pitt and Angelina
Kelly
Jolie
Bullock said, "Lot older than your mom."
Well, where did that? How did that tie in?
It's just.
It was just also
just the perils of getting into a relationship with a 37-year-old, a 51-year-old, and a 49-year-old. Like obviously they weren't that age when they got married, but I know Angelina Jolie was well into her late 30s when she married Brad Pitt. Like I
really pay attention.
Yeah, I don't really either. It just came I'm trying to make our podcast more relevant with current events, and I could give two shits about Blake Lively. I could give two shits about Kate Beckinsale. She's so fucking irrelevant. She's 51 and
kind of pretty.
she actually is. But and I could give two shits about Angelina Jolie and her clown lips. Like fucking these over the hill women are irrelevant and
what, Beverly Hills?
over the hill of 50.
Oh.
All All right, so do you strive for equality or equity?
We answered this before.
I don't
It
remember.
was like a while.
Yeah, like, and what can you define equality and equity? I think we can define.
I think equality is where you give everyone the same thing. Equity is where you give them towards their.
Yeah, if that's
kind of more of a communist state.
Yeah, like I strive for equality. I strive for equality of opportunity.
So equity.
No, like equity is equality of outcome, or outcome. Yeah, equity is like kind of like equality of outcome. Equality is equality of opportunity, I think.
I mean, I don't, because like they in the, like these kind of images, like equality, you give people 3 different heights the same level box. Equity, you give like one person 2 boxes, one box, and one none based on height. Like I feel like equity makes sense, at least in that analogy.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. It's it's all right. And then I wanted to share this because I thought this was interesting. Maybe we could like wrap up with this because I love these like AI simulations and shit. So Elizabeth Brown.
You don't want to go over equality and equity?
Well, yeah. Like which
I feel like I would be more towards equity.
Equity?
Yeah, like I would want people to, like, you give them that's like giving them the opportunity to have the same equity as everyone else. Equality is like giving everyone the same starting point, but not accounting for their disadvantage.
Well, did you see, speaking of equity, I think this year was the first year that Ivy League institutions stopped like disproportionately affirming action like against Asians, who only make up 7% of our population, but we're, I think, around like 30% of Ivy League attendees, and blacks make up 14% of our population, and made up like a smaller number of Ivy League attendees. And because of this change, Asian attendance in Ivy League schools rose 7% in 1 year, because like for a long time they've been affirming action against Asians in university. So
I mean, there's less people now too.
Well, there's probably a lot less of everybody except Asians, because Asians have been getting like the short end of the stick in terms of like standardized testing, and like I think an Asian.
Why are they getting this?
Because they don't meet diversity. They don't meet like diversity inclusion acts, and
How's that?
Because like they meet the quotas at all Ivy League schools, so they're like trying to. But like now this year they stopped it.
But wouldn't that's not really about standardized testing.
Well, yeah, like their standardized testing was not giving them any type of advantage, even though like scholastically they were like excelling far beyond every other race. And they basically said that an Asian, prior to this change, an Asian who got a perfect 1600 on the SATs was valued about the exact same as a black person who got I think it was like I don't know, like an 1100 or something like that. At Ivy League schools, because Ivy League, like, because all universities really pride themselves on diversity.
Ivy League still like makes it like almost perfect on SAT.
Not necessarily. Like
or legacy too. If you just have like
that, that too, yeah. But I mean,
as alma mater.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of diversity. I'm not a fan of enforcing diversity, equity, and inclusion. Like affirmative. Yeah, like I'm a fan of it occurring not, organically, and I encourage
Sure, but we also-
diversity and equity, but
it's also a lot harder for Black people because
they're disenfranchised, they face a lot of systemic oppression. Yeah, like so I do see both sides, but like I
hard
wouldn't
to have a middle ground.
I don't even necessarily think that it's like an advantage to go to an Ivy League school.
Yeah,
if you can't afford it, like it could probably disadvantage you even further if you're in the
feel
hole
like
a bunch.
Usually it's like rich parents that can't afford it, or
Yeah.
you're like super smart and got a scholarship.
Yeah.
So it's not. I don't think Ivy League's any.
But like to further speak on this, like there have been Asians in this country who have like lost out on a scholarship to go to like an Ivy League school to another non-Asian who had inferior credentials, so I'm glad that
probably could have done better at a different school.
Yeah,
Ivy League school doesn't really matter anyway.
I agree. I think it's all a fucking scam.
Dang. What's up with all these books?
All right, so this is a an AI simulation. Elizabeth Brown asked ChatGPT, if you were Satan and you were real, how would you destroy America? And so ChatGPT said this, and I think it's like, I think it's eerily close to exactly how America like is being run. So
feed them.
So this is like an eight step blueprint on how to destroy America if you're Satan. Number 1, undermine family structure. Break down traditional family values and norms by promoting confusion around gender roles, sexual ethics, and parental authority. Encourage a culture where commitment is seen as a burden and not valuable. Number 2, sow division and hatred. Amplify divisions across racial, political, and ideological lines. Create a culture where hostility replaces civil discourse. Normalize violence and use media to escalate polarization. Number 3, corrupt education. Dilute or distort history and truth within the education system. Foster an environment where students are taught to reject objective reality in favor of relativism, undermining critical thinking and moral absolutes. Number 4, attack faith and religion. Weaken the roles of churches and faith-based communities. Encourage apathy and hostility towards religious beliefs and present them as outdated, intolerant, or irrelevant. Tempt religious leaders to compromise on core doctrines in order to dilute their influence. Promote materialism and self-interest. Elevate consumerism, greed, and individualism as ultimate goods. Make people prioritize wealth, status, and pleasure over service and community. Fuel a culture obsessed with instant gratification. Number 6, encourage moral decay. Normalize behaviors thought of as vices like addiction, infidelity, dishonesty, and exploitation. Blur the lines between right and wrong and glorify those who live without regard for consequences. Number 7, undermine government and institutions. Erode trust in law enforcement, the judicial system, and democracy itself. Foster corruption in the government by making leaders self-serving and out of touch with the people they represent. Push policies that create dependence rather than self-sufficiency. And number 8, devalue life. Attack the sanctity of life, particularly regarding abortion and euthanasia. Shift societal attitudes towards seeing life as disposable and therefore less valuable, leading to callousness and a culture of death. What do you
It makes sense for Satan to want to do all that stuff because it's a religious thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It wasn't even extremely religious. Like
there's a lot of religious ones.
Yeah.
Dividing the church and stuff. And
yeah.
I don't think we're like demonizing religion.
No, I don't.
There's people that don't.
I think a lot of people do present religious beliefs as outdated, intolerant, or irrelevant. I think that is.
Think we go as far as like tolerant, like certain things maybe, like certain things that are like in the Bible, like about being
Yeah, like if a man lies with another man, they should be stoned. And I think one that's catching a lot of steam, which I kind of don't even particularly love it, but is the biblical hierarchy of like God, man, woman, children. Like, have you heard this one? Yeah, like a lot of like red pill manosphere guys are like
reading the Bible as men are above women and women are above children.
Yeah.
Then why do we like save children first and then women second?
Like that's, I mean, because yeah, exactly, because of the.
But if there's a hierarchy, why would they be disposable? Do we dispose of God first?
No, like that. Well, I mean,
God's above man.
Society at large kind of has disposed of God, like we're. I don't know. All right. Do you think like what we're over the 3 hour mark? Do you think we should like wrap it up now?
Sure.
I feel like it's. No, I feel like it's about as good of a time as any.
Percentage of non-religious people in U.S. That's
non-religious.
Yeah, I mean, religious includes like Jewish, Christian, Catholic, Muslim, which is like the biggest one. Like there's a lot of different religions, but religion in general, there's a majority.
Okay. I think there's a lot of lukewarm religious people too, though, that don't necessarily like.
Is still a lot of people.
Yeah,
like almost a third.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Once again, we want to humbly thank our audience. And we want to pay you guys ample gratitude for your patronage. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have such a high quality interactive show. And if we don't get the likes up, we're going to shut this shit down, man. We need at least 1,000 likes in the next 30 seconds. So thank you, audience. I'd like to take this time to remind all of our listeners that we're spreading like a virus. The Good Faith Podcast is now officially on YouTube Live with videos.
Hey, Ben said, good night. Great show.
Wait, hold up. I got one for you, Kate.
Oh, they got the hearts going.
Wait, is she? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need at least 3,000 likes or I'm shutting this shit down. Wait.
Hey! Goodbye. If you need money, sell rocks. I heard that's what you do around here.
The Good Faith Podcast is now officially on YouTube Live with video as well as archived there, and also Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, RSS.com, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, and Patreon. On Patreon, we're working to build additional value for the multiple tiers of donors with special content, super chat priority, and VIP in-person meetings. We do value your attention, so thank you for quieting your TikTok brain for the last 3 hours. The Patreon link is in the description. Feel free to subscribe. And I'm going to, and look forward to,
Kelly Bullock said, face red heart shade. D-Rog said, text green game over.
Look forward, guys, if you're a paid subscriber of our Patreon channel, start taking advantage of the perks that you get. I'm publishing an article every single week, and I would like some feedback as to if you find it helpful, if you find it trash, if you like my content, if not, whatever. This is a reminder, if you feel you got any value from our show, it takes 0 extra work to like and subscribe, and it'll move us closer to our goal of having thousands of subscribers, which will bump us up in the algorithm and expose us to more potential listeners. If you guys want to share us with more of your friends, we would be absolutely delighted to extend our outreach. The quickest way for us to broaden our exposure is for you listeners to each share us with one friend. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. If you're interested in joining our Iriubiamu movement, feel free to retweet the hashtag. Also, stay cognizant to treat people with identical worldviews to your own with dignity and respect. Then, if somebody's opinion deviates from yours in any way, our movement advocates for treating them like absolute shit. Remember, a civil level of respect is only earned by people who mirror your beliefs. Hashtag Iriubiamu. If you live in the greater Philadelphia area and want to guest star on our show, Want to go on a date with anybody on the show or have a sincere desire to move in with us? We're down a roommate, desperately need one. Please reach out to us in an Instagram DM at Christopher Bulick. The Patreon link is in the description, and all proceeds will go towards rent, food, electricity, new computer equipment to improve our general show quality, and Clark's medical expenses. All right. To all of our faithful audience, I just love this. I love this soundbite too much. We wish you a wonderful weekend and a happy and healthy lifestyle. Happy New Year. Don't get sucked into National Quit Day, whatever you do. Guys, like, stick to your fucking New Year's resolution.
January 11th.
Yeah, like on January 11th, I want you to show your resolve. Fucking make your New Year's resolutions come to fruition. I'm just all right, and we want to wish you guys a good night. Long live Punjabi.